அவங்க மீட் பண்ணிடலாம். ரைட்.
நம்ம பேச்சு
அது அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க?
Recording in progress.
பேசுங்க சார். நீங்க பேசுங்க.
क्लोज 6 अड़ी की हाँ கேட்கலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மீட் பண்ணி
ஹலோ, வாய்ஸ் ஆடிபிளா இருக்கா? டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ல ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
Yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
தேங்க் யூ.
Voice audible, ma'am.
வணக்கம் மேம், ஆடியோல இருக்கு.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Good morning. I'm happy to welcome the Additional Secretary, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, Mr. Chandrasekhar Kumar, for this state level orientation program on preparation of village panchayat development plans. Ministry of Panchayat Raj has been at the forefront of guiding the states in preparation of local bodies panchayat plans, GPDP, Gram Panchayat Development Plan, as you all understand. But now they want us to prepare thematic plans based on localization of SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. This SDGs covers all departments' mandate: health, nutrition, clean and green villages, agriculture, social inclusion, water supply, that is quantity and quality, horticulture, environmental protection, everything is covered by this SDGs. The panchayat being the place where convergence has to happen. That is the reason why the plans has to be inclusive and has to cover all departments' activities in the 9 themes which has been given by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So we have been conducting orientation programs for the panchayat presidents and the block level officials. This is the first time Government of India have said that we should start with the departments at the state level, understanding the need for convergence and working together. So when we were in the commissioner's room, I was explaining that Tamil Nadu is one state where convergence is the starting point at the state level itself. It is also top down and bottom up, and it converges at the district level. So from here we give instructions how departments can supplement and complement each other's program. From the chief secretary level to through secretaries to the HODs, it goes to the district. Similarly, the panchayat presidents are also trained, the panchayat level officials are trained, and they converge from the both top down and bottom approach here. We would like to listen from you, sir, the concepts, how we have to take this forward, and we will want your support and guidance when we are implementing these programs at the district level and sub-district level. So let me welcome all the heads of departments who have come from different departments, Like I have Amudavalli here, who is ICDS Commissioner. Mr. Annadurai is our Director of Agriculture. Mr. Kandaswamy is our Director of the Aditya Housing, Managing Director of Aditya Housing Carbon. And I have Grace, who represents Additional Commissioner, Industries and Commerce. And this side I have Anand, who is the Director of Aditya Welfare, and Subbayan represents the Dairy Department and Milk Production. And I have Priyanka, who represents the Urban Livelihood Mission, and I have other RCS is here. So all our department officials who are mattering for the convergence and for the thematic localization of SDGs are with us, sir. We also have second level officers from different departments who are attending this program, and RD is in full strength. RD&PR is in full strength. My additional commissioners are there, and we have the livelihood mission. We have World Bank Livelihood Mission project here. I have the additional directors from there. I have the NRLM officials who are available here. I have my training institutions, SIRD representatives here. So we are in full strength today to listen to you. Yeah, we are in full strength to listen from you, and we are also virtually connected to the district level teams who will be attending and listening to us from. Can we look at some of our people in the districts, please? So every district, sir, we have asked our to be virtually connected to this. So whatever you are giving instructions and your presentation will be viewed by them at the district level. And in case they have anything to ask, we will be able to guide them. So let me welcome you once again to Tamil Nadu for this state level orientation program, and welcome each one of the participants here. And we promise that we will take this forward in the true spirit. Thank you very much, sir.
So very good morning to all. So at the outset, let me express our very sincere his whole team and all the Tamil Nadu officials for organizing this orientation program for implementation of LSDG at a panchayat level. So, and I'm very happy that officers from most of the departments, or rather all the departments are here. District level officers are also there. And I have been informed even the block level officers, they are also on YouTube. So this is very excellent arrangement done, and we are very thankful to Tamil Nadu officials for organizing and Amudha personally for this. So the program is this for, I will speak for 10 or some minutes, then our officials will run through a PPT, then NIC will go through the portal demonstration. And also for some 10 minutes, we have 5-10 minutes, we have a presentation award. If there is some issue there, we'll also discuss there. And maybe in 1 hour, we'll try to discuss then. And then we'll open floor for any doubts, clarifications, feedbacks, any other things, suggestions, etc. So let me just why this is required. As we all know that we are a signatory for SDG goals achievement, and there are around 17 goals, and these are goals there since 2017. So it's not that it is starting today, and most of the departments are in already working on these goals more or less in every place. But what is the lacking when we realized last 2 years that most of the things are being planned at the state level, or in some states at most at the district level. But there is not much planning on SDG goal at the below district level. And that's why Ministry of Panchayati Raj then constituted a very high level committee under Chairman Mrs. Raghunandan. And their whole team was there, and they worked very professionally for almost 6 months. They submitted a report, and our Honorable Minister inaugurated that whole works in the workshop, the report in November 2020, 21, okay, 2020. So almost it is 1.5 years, 1 year, 3 months, and in last 15 months we are working on this, and we have organized a lot of conferences. I think many of you have also attended in various places in Delhi or in many other places conferences. So a lot of things are being organized. So it was felt that actually now GPDP, so how to translate the whole planning and on LSDG in the GPDP. So now that is a challenge. So that's why we worked out the whole standard procedure, and that's why this year slightly the process was reoriented. Earlier we used to organize PPC at the regional level, but we thought that the PPC level this won't be serving because it's a new thing, and so it is required that all the thematic officers at the state level, and then at the district level, and then at the block level, they are all oriented on this LSDG. They have got they get a fairly good idea of what exactly we mean by LSDG, how it is to be implemented, and how we can really make progress in next 7 years and really reach a saturation level. And that's why now to that the three-pronged strategy was adopted. So one strategy is we are witnessing here, whole of government and whole of society, that all the departments and all stakeholders, they should work together in unison. And for that only, Government of India, if you recall, we have put on the portal, we have issued a lot of joint advisories. I have a copy also here from the every theme. So on every theme, we have several advisories, like we have a joint resolution signed by 30 secretaries of Government of India here. And here, if I read out, just I'll take 2 minutes. So why this joint resolution is enough, signed by the 30 secretaries of GOI on all the 29 subjects. The commitment, there are 3 commitments are made here. The commitment one is that all the secretaries have made Government of India to identify potentials of our respective ministries, flagship schemes, programs, data, institutions, and local targets to align with the 9 SDG thematic areas. So those 17 goals have been for the convenience or the panchayat level have been made in 9 thematic areas. Commitment 2, to leverage the strength of Gram Panchayat development plan, whereby all ministries will come together to converge all their resources and infrastructure in setting local development agenda to find solutions for 9 thematic areas, reflecting goals and targets in a manner in which local planning, execution, and monitoring of actions can contribute to the synergistic and sustainable attainment of objectives of SDGs by 2030. And then commitment 3, to create an enabling environment at all levels and improve quality of governance by deepening this process further and jointly reviewing the progress regularly to take forward the localization of SDGs in rural areas through PRIs. So if I just summarize what exactly these 3 commitments means in a very simple manner, these means that we should utilize each other's facilities without repeating. Suppose we have to create some infrastructure, some training facilities at district level, block level, then why we should create some new? Because there is already a lot of training institutes created by the agriculture department or medical department or ICDS. So each one should use each other's department. And then a lot of data are also there with every department. So now for GP panchayat level planning, we should use those data already there. So rather than trying to get new data, already those data are there. So we should get those data. We should use all the faculties, your resource person, your trainers, for rather than hiring new trainers. So as much commitment, as much, so that will be the optimal use of resources. And also for SDG, no new Government of India and also I think state government, I think a lot of programs are already there. So it's not required that we come out some new again program. So rather ongoing programs also, they just need convergence and slightly better focus and better convergence. So these 3 commitments, and then also this was one, and then it was followed by a thematic joint advisory also. So these are all on our portal. So if you can look, and accordingly, we further requested that all state governments should accordingly also issue joint advisories at their level on every theme, so that the commitment should be going right up to the block level, and so that every block level officials of every department, they should work together. And ultimately what will happen, because this is first year, so at the panchayat level, the thematic, the GPDP, the concerned block level officials of that theme has to provide hand-holding support to the panchayat for preparing GPDP. Otherwise, it won't come. If you just leave to the panchayat, just like in last 5 years, you're preparing GPDP, you prepare, they will not be able to prepare. They may prepare, but the quality won't be there. So we don't want that thing to be there. With this year, we want that suppose a panchayat has taken Sankalp. So again, let me just we have requested every panchayat to take 1 or 2 sankalps. So suppose some panchayat can take child friendly or healthy village or whatever. So so you have taken a sankalp on that. So the concerned nodal officer of the concerned department has to provide all support data infrastructure to help the panchayat in preparing the GPDP on that sankalp. So that's how the GPDP will come. It is a sankalp oriented, thematic oriented, and so it is entirely up to the village, the panchayat. In whatever sankalp theme they want to prepare GPDP, they can prepare the GPDP. So 2-3 things here I will add. So because this year particularly what has happened, already 60% finance commission grants is also already going for your Jal Jeevan and SBM. So that way already you are working on 2 of the themes, the clean and green and water sufficient village. So 2 of the themes you are already working. So that's why we are asking you just work on additional 1 more theme only. Or if you want to do more on that theme only, do it. You can do only on that theme only. So if you, because already 2 themes you are working, if you take 1 more theme, 3 themes we are working. So if you work this 2 year on 2-3 themes, another again after 2-3 year on 2 more themes, again after 2-3 year 2 more themes. So this way we can saturate our resources, saturate our plans, and we can achieve saturation. And by 2030 we can achieve saturation. Saturation doesn't mean there is nothing like 100%, because every year some new things are coming. So but even on every parameter we can achieve around 60-70%. It is good. So that's what our planning is there, and that's why, because it's a new thing, we are requesting the state governments that let us spend enough time on collecting the data, on collecting your orient the panchayats, give them some more training, and there is no hurriedly we have to do. We have sufficient time, and March onwards, because Mission Antyodaya survey is also going, and Mission Antyodaya survey results are expected sometime by February last week, and unless until Mission Antyodaya results are there, you can't prepare GPDP. So this is a good opportunity for us to very carefully, structurally go conduct 2 round, 3 round of orientation and trainings, spend a lot of time in collecting the relevant data, and then once we are equipped with all these, and then we go for the actual preparation of GPDP. And when our officers will show the portal, this year GPDP is also very different. This year is very user friendly. These are all drop down oriented. I think that the panchayat, nobody has to write anything except 1 or 2 places you have to write amount, how much amount you are spending. That is the only thing you have to write, and description. Otherwise nothing. You have to, everything is drop down. But we have put a lot of several flags this time. If you will not satisfy, then the GPDP you can't prepare. Like 1 flag is there, the theme on which you have taken sankalp, at least 50% resources of CFC, SFC, OSR, these are the panchayat resources, has to be employed on that theme only. Remaining 50% on the felt need, whatever. Another thing, on that theme, whatever flagship programs of Government of India are there, or state government, they have their data entry has to be made. Even the panchayat may not be spending a single penny, but you have to collect the data. For example, suppose it is child friendly panchayat, so they have to collect the data on the midday meal scheme or whatever the ICDS program and every program related with so on the drop down, and you have to put the relevant data, then only you can close GPDP this. So that's why this year the GPDP has to be worked out with the convergence of everyone. The data collection has to be made, and in a way I think some work has already been done by the panchayats for the, like in 9 thematic award competition. So a lot of already you have done. So I think some heavy lifting has been done already, but more will be done when you actually work. And I think so that's why I think that's what at this stage I would like to say. And when our officers, they will start our the PPT and the demonstration, and when I will intervene a bit here and there, and then we'll open floor for your feedback and there. So I think I will stop here, then you can start.
Good morning to all. I think a lot of things has been covered by Additional Secretary, sir, and with a small presentation. Sir, with your permission, can I ask Manoj? Yes. Manoj ji, can you hear me?
Yes, Toki ji, yes.
Yeah, you can start. We will have a small presentation on the award system that has also been revamped and made it thematic. And then we'll have a small presentation on the mission life, and then we'll come to the GPDP portal and thematic GPDP. Sorry.
No, can we have your sir this presentation can be first, because that will make my HODs understand what we are talking about, the themes.
Okay, so first,
We will start with this presentation, because
Okay.
award is
Yes,
only to RD&PR department, that can be in the end. So can we start with? Yeah.
Hold on. We will have first our LSDG PPT presentation, and then we'll have.
This is where we, when their mind is fresh and when they have come fresh into the hall, we should utilize that energy fully.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'll run as stated by Additional Secretary Sir. I'll skip all those points that has been covered by Additional Secretary Sir, and we'll run through the small PPT. That the structure of my PPT is why localization of sustainable development goals, and another is some action points were emerged during a workshop held in Delhi. National level workshop was held in Delhi on preparation of thematic GPDP on 19th October, and there was some action points. I'll discuss that one, and then what are the modifications that has been carried out in the eGram Swaraj portal, and what are the mandatory conditions that had to be fulfilled before opening up the portal for preparation of thematic village level development plan, and then what initiatives that have been taken by Ministry of Panchayati Raj. As we all know, India is a signatory to UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 agenda, consisting 17 goals that international agenda that has to be achieved through local level intervention, because around 65 to 70% of population is residing in the rural areas and fall under the purview of Panchayati Raj institution. Therefore, the role of Panchayati Raj institution is very substantial in achieving that international agenda of 2030. So towards that backdrop, we have ministry constituted expert group, and all these 17 goals have been mapped in 9 themes. And one more thing, that 29 subject that has constitutionally to be mandated to be devolved to the Panchayati Raj institution are having directly or indirect bearing on these all 17 sustainable development goals. We have tried to map all these 29 subjects, all these ministries. We have identified nodal ministries, department to, for the each themes, and these nodal ministries, departments are also mapped, and there are some supporting ministries that the convergence of their schemes, programs is also essential for achievements of that 9 thematic goals. Adopting thematic, the main reason was behind adopting thematic approach was to easy understanding of and acceptance of implementation by the panchayat and local communities. These are the 9 themes. First theme is
1 second.
Yeah.
I would like to explain on each side,
Yeah.
because
Sure.
we need to build from what they know to what they should know. That's how the presentation will be helpful.
Yeah.
So all my colleagues will understand. நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே SDGs என்னன்னு தெரியும். நம்ம வந்து இது வரைக்கும் மேலந்து தள்ளிட்டு இருந்தோம். SDGs எல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம மேலந்து பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். இதை அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும், இதை அச்சீவ் பண்ணிட்டு சொல்லி. பட் அச்சீவ் பண்றது யாருன்னு சொன்னா கடைசியில பஞ்சாயத்து லெவல்ல உள்ளதா அச்சீவ் பண்ணி ஆகணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், லெட் மீ டேக் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆஃப் ICDS. அங்க வந்து எல்லா குழந்தைகளுக்கும் வந்து they should be healthy, they should not have a malnutrition, no stunting, no underweight children. இதெல்லாம் வந்து அவங்களுடைய கோல்ஸ், அவங்களுடைய SDGs. இது யார் என்ஷூர் பண்ணணும்? நம்மளாம் எவ்வளவு பேசினாலும் கடைசியில பஞ்சாயத்துல லெவல்ல உள்ள அதிகாரிகள். அவங்களோட அங்கன்வாடி ஒர்க்கர், அந்த மதர்ஸ், அந்த ஃபேமிலிஸ், அங்க உள்ள எஸ்எஸ்ஜிஸ் எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்தா அதை என்ஷூர் பண்ண முடியும். So whatever we plan, whatever we give as targets and indicators, the actual work should happen at the panchayat level. அதனாலதான் வந்து எஸ்டிஜிஸ் அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னா லோக்கலைசேஷன் ஆஃப் எஸ்டிஜி, லோக்கல் அப்படின்னா பஞ்சாயத்து லெவல்ல கொண்டு போனா தான் நம்ம எஸ்டிஜிஸ் அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியும். பஞ்சாயத்துக்கு 29 சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளுடைய கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் படி டிவால்வ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. குடிதண்ணீர், சுகாதாரம், பேசிக் கம்யூனிட்டிஸ், ஹெல்த், அக்ரிகல்ச்சர்னு சொல்லி ஒரு 29 சப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து 73வது அமெண்ட்மெண்ட் படி நம்ம பஞ்சாயத்துகளுக்கு அதை டிவால்வ் பண்ண சப்ஜெக்ட். ஸோ இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு, 29 சப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு, 17 எஸ்டிஜிஸ் இருக்கு. இந்த 29 சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸையும் இந்த 17 சப்ஜெக்டையும் இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணி 9 டீம்ஸா கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க மத்திய அரசாங்கம். சரியா? எஸ்டிஜிஸ் த்ரூ அவுட் த கண்ட்ரி, த்ரூ அவுட் த வேர்ல்ட் இட் இஸ் காமன். 17 SDGs, 29 subjects throughout the country. All panchayats have to administer this 29 subjects. So in the 17 SDGs saying the 29 subjects devolved by the constitution ரெண்டையும் மேப் பண்ணி 9 தீமா கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. அந்த 9 தீம் தான் இது. Please.
These 9, yes ma'am. These are the 9 themes: poverty free and enhanced livelihood village, healthy village, child friendly village, clean and green village, village with self-sufficient infrastructure, socially just and socially secured village, village with good governance, women-friendly village. All these, I'll show you how we have mapped it with the different departments for their leading role. These are the SDG mapping we have carried out. Poverty-free, these are the SDG, actual SDGs. Around 12 actual SDGs have been mapped in the poverty-free theme. The nodal ministry, nodal lead department for the achievement of poverty-free village is Rural Development Department. And other key ministries and department that has to support the in poverty-free village is agriculture, farmer welfare, animal husbandry, fishery, skill development, etc. These kind of mapping for all 9 themes have been carried out. You can see for healthy village, there are 2 main SDG that have been mapped with the healthy village, and Department of Health and Family Welfare is the nodal department for achievement of healthy village, and Ayush, Women and Child Development, Drinking Water and Sanitation, etc. are the key ministries, departments that can support to achieve the healthy village. Likewise, if you can see child friendly, we have mapped 5 original SDG that has been defined by UN bodies. And the Women and Child Development Department is the main nodal department that has to lead that child friendly village activities, and other key ministries department that will be supporting in achievement of child friendly village will be school education, literacy, health and family welfare, drinking water and sanitation, like that. So for key ministry and departments, we have tried to map it at the central level, but that may vary in at a state level, because in different states there are certain different structures in the division of department and allocation of work, so it can be variable. But the real lead departments that has to lead the actual thematic attainments will be that women and child development. Likewise, if you can see water sufficient village, we have mapped main SDG, 2 SDG have been mapped with the water sufficient village, and water resources, river development and Ganga rejuvenation is in the nodal ministry in the central level, and the counterpart in the state will be the nodal department for implementation in states. Other key department ministries are also listed here. You can see in a clean and green village, 6 SDG goals are mapped. These are overlapping goals, and if you see, there are many overlapping. So without convergence of all departments, we cannot achieve all these themes, and we will not be able to saturate the requirements in particular themes. Similarly, all these themes have been mapped with the different SDGs and nodal ministries and key departments and ministries.
So actually here, state governments who have given the freedom, they can make suitable changes at their level.
Yes.
So ஒவ்வொரு தீமுக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த தீம்ல எந்த எஸ்டிஜி கவர் ஆகுது, national level la yaar nodal ministry. Next, you can go to that matrix, please.
Yeah.
Matrix jaiye. Abhi jo dikha rahe the.
Yes, yes.
So பாத்தீங்கன்னா first is your theme, poverty free village. அந்த வறுமை இருக்க கூடாது, அவங்களுக்கு வந்து எக்கனாமிக் எம்பவர்மெண்ட் ஆயிருக்கணும், அதுதான் வந்து அதோட நோக்கம். அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு என்னென்ன எஸ்டிஜிஸ் எல்லாம் ஒரிஜினல் எஸ்டிஜிஸ் given by UN வந்து மேப் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. நேஷனல் லெவலில் ரூரல் டெவலப்மெண்ட் மினிஸ்ட்ரி ஹஸ் பீன் மேட் த நோடல் மினிஸ்ட்ரி. And other ministries will support agriculture, farmers welfare, because livelihood improve ஆகும், agriculture production improve ஆகும், வருமானம் பெருகும். Animal husbandry, again dairy and skill development, livelihood mission, எல்லாமே வந்து they are all the other ministries which are involved. So நம்ம ஸ்டேட் லெவல்ல பார்த்தோம் சொன்னா poverty free village அந்த தீம் எடுத்தோம்னா நம்ம ஸ்டேட்ல வந்து நோடல் மினிஸ்ட்ரி again because poverty alleviation and rural enterprises with women development corporation. So that will become our nodal ministry. Urban livelihood mission இருக்கு நமக்கு, skill development corporation இருக்கு. So that one department will be again RD&PR. RD department will be the nodal department. Key ministries will be women development corporation, urban livelihood mission, skill development corporation, EDI, right? You all the departments which are providing skill training, Adirada welfare department, TADCO will come in. All the departments which are providing skill development, poverty alleviation program, livelihood programs will become the key stakeholder department. The need nodal will be RD. Again, health pathina, we have our health department will be the nodal, but ICDS again, because children nutrition, children's health is with you, they will become important. And you also have drinking water and sanitation are your communicable diseases because of poor water and poor sanitation, automatically they become a stakeholder. So this is the mapping. So then நம்ம என்ன பண்றோமோ அதை வந்து they have asked us to within the state context, how do you define the nodal ministry and how do you define the other stakeholder departments, they have to map.
Next, go back.
Sir was talking about whole of government and whole of society approach. So we expect roles of central ministries, department, state governments, UN agency, academic institutions, etc., civil societies, and the key stakeholder is Panchayati Raj institutions, where they have to lead because all the schemes, programs are to be implemented at the grassroots level, which is the main nodal department that has to lead the whole of government and whole of society approach with the convergence approach. There are certain expectations from the state government and initiatives, inter-department convergence, which we are talking about since beginning. And since it is a new approach, we need intensive environment creation, capacity building and orientation to reach out to the bottom of the democracy, that is Panchayati Raj institutions. Better IEC and documentation of best practice. We have to carry out intensive IEC campaign also, and we need to document best practices. What Additional Secretary Sir was saying, data sharing is a very important and key to the achievement of sustainable development goal through local level intervention. Because if line department data will be not available at the Gram Panchayat level, they will not be able to prepare comprehensive, inclusive Gram Panchayat development plan and saturation and attain the saturation level. Preparation of thematic Panchayat development plan with saturation approach, and list of activities of master data. We have actually prepared a list of master thematic Gram Panchayat, village Panchayat development plan, what is called in Tamil Nadu. So I will be, after that presentation, I'll be demonstrating how we have captured all these activities of other line departments and that are to be incorporated in the respective village Panchayat development plans. We have taken initiatives at a ministry level. Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan has been revamped and capacity to thematic workshop is being conducted in a different states on the different themes. Now, next thematic workshop is scheduled to be held in Odisha during February 17 to 19 on child-friendly and women-friendly Gram Panchayats. So, the participation from the state governments has already been requested. Likewise, thematic GPDP portal has also been revamped. master GPDP has been prepared. Intensive capacity building and orientation is being carried out by the ministry itself, and requesting state government and district and block level to carry out intensive capacity building and orientation.
Basically பாத்தீங்கன்னா பிளான் பண்றதுக்கு நமக்கு தேவையான விஷயங்கள்லாம் தான் இந்த போர்ட்டல் ஹெல்ப் பண்ண போகுது. So whatever data each department is already having. For example, Kavya DP, you have taken so much of detailed survey, and we have a agriculture program, sir. It's called the Integrated Agriculture Development Program. Every year they identify 20% of our panchayats. So along with RD will do all the basic amenities and our water resources management from our NREGA schemes. They will get the farmers improvement and seeds and better cultural practices, and we are trying to impose through the villages. So they have got a detailed exercise of capturing all the data related to agriculture and putting it on. So if that information is also included in GPDP, then you, all the information will be one place. So panchayatla agriculture data will come at one place. If the differently able data is available, that will come at one place. Malnutrition and nutrition, child under 6 years data, what you are collecting, you can put it in one place. So all departments' data are available the panchayat. Planning with the money which comes through the panchayat. The Central Finance Commission grants, the State Finance Commission grants, and the other devolution funds which they get, and the scheme funds like JJM and SBM can be converged. Apart from your own department, schemes can be converged for a holistic planning and implementation of the programs.
Thank you. These are some action points that were emerged during the 1920 October workshop held at national level in Delhi. The first sankalp to be taken that sir was talking about, all the gram panchayats has to take a sankalp and or resolution or commitment for certain themes. That is better. You start with one theme and apart from untied from the untied funds, and for the tied funds you are already covering two themes, that is clean and green and water sufficient village. That means in the first year you itself will be able to work on the three themes respectively. Joint advisories have been issued by the ministry that sir was talking about, and it was expected that the state government and issued joint advisory on the similar line for the state government, for the so that active participation can be ensured at the bottom of the democracy, that is gram panchayat level, and frontline workers participation can be enhanced. Constitution of monitoring committee for PPCs. So I'll show a tentative structure for the constitution of monitoring committee at the state and district and block level was proposed. That is at a state level, poverty free, and the same mapping that is we have carried out for the thematic approach. The same nodal departments are the and director, joint director, deputy director, or head of that department should be leading that monitoring committee in a respective theme. These are the mapping which have carried out for the state level monitoring team, and this is for district level monitoring team for poverty free. These are the nodal departments, supporting departments that have their own role in saturation of that themes. Similar mapping has been done for at district and block level. That was shared in a 1920th workshop. A booklet that booklet was released in that workshop, and it was shared with the state government. It is also available on our web portal. It can be accessed, and the same structure can be created in it is requested to at a district and block level. Now intensive what we are talking about, intensive this is a new approach, so intensive training and orientation is required for functionaries, ERs, and other stakeholders. So state level training, master trainers to be trained, and district level and block level functionaries should be trained appropriately so that they can carry out the activities appropriately. Should I go, ma'am? Ahead or
எல்லா பஞ்சாயத்துக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா மூணு சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெவென்யூ அவங்களுக்கு. ஒண்ணு வந்து அவங்களுடைய ஓன் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெவென்யூ, அது வந்து டாக்ஸ், ஹவுஸ் டாக்ஸ், இல்ல வேற ஏதாவது வாடகை கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க, சந்தை வச்சிருப்பாங்க, ஷாப்பிங் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ், ஓன் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெவென்யூன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ரெண்டாவது வந்து ஸ்டேட் ஃபினான்ஸ் கமிஷன் டெவல்யூஷன் கிராண்ட், நம்மளுடைய ஸ்டேட் ஃபைனான்ஸ் கமிஷன்ல அவங்களுக்கு டெவல்யூஷன் பண்ற பணம். மூணாவது வந்து மத்திய சர்க்கார்ல இருந்து வரக்கூடிய சென்ட்ரல் ஃபினான்ஸ் கமிஷன் டெவல்யூஷன் கிராண்ட்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சென்ட்ரல் ஃபினான்ஸ் கமிஷன்ல வரக்கூடிய ஃபண்டை வந்து டைடு அன்டைடுன்னு பிரிச்சுக்குவாங்க. ஸோ டைடு வந்து 30% they have to spend on only water supply. JJM இன்லைன் காம்பனண்டோ மற்ற வாட்டர் சப்ளை ஒர்க் தான் எடுக்கவே முடியும். வேற அந்த பணத்தை எதுவும் செலவழிக்கவே முடியாது. It can be school water supply, it can be Anganwadi water supply, it can be habitation உள்ள water supply. So 30% of the fund 100 ரூபாய் வருதுன்னா 30 ரூபாய் தண்ணிக்கு மட்டும் செலவழிக்க முடியும். அதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு 30 ரூபாய் வந்து ஃபார் சானிடேஷன், ஸ்கூல்ல உள்ள சானிடேஷன் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் ஆர் அங்கன்வாடியில் உள்ள சானிடேஷன் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் கம்யூனிட்டி சானிடேஷன் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் இருந்தா அதெல்லாம் வந்து பண்ண முடியும். அது SBMல வர ப்ரோக்ராம் கூட தே வில் டு சாலிட் வேஸ்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் கூட டைப் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். ஸோ இது 30 + 30 60% முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அது இல்லாம 40% ஆஃப் த ஃபண்ட்ஸ் அன்டைடு ஃபண்டுன்னு இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த அன்டைடு ஃபண்ட்ல வந்து வி கிவ் ப்ரையாரிட்டி ஃப்ரம் த ஸ்டேட் லெவல். தண்ணி கொடுத்தாச்சு, இது கொடுத்தாச்சு, பட் பில்டிங் ரிப்பேர் பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கும். சில இடத்துல அங்கன்வாடி ரிப்பேர் பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கும். ஏற்கனவே கட்டின டாய்லெட் டேமேஜா இருக்கும், இல்லை ஏற்கனவே கட்டின ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் மோசமா இருக்கும். சம்டைம்ஸ் ரோட்ஸ் வந்து ஆக்சிடென்ட் போனாலும் இருக்கும். So we from them tell that untied fund can be utilized for some other purposes. So 30 + 30, you have 60% of the money available for two of your goals: clean and green village and water sufficient village. So they are saying that when you are preparing the plan in the portal பேர் e-Gram Swaraj, plan வந்து GPDP. So இந்த பிளானை வந்து அந்த போர்ட்டல்ல தான் என்ட்ரி பண்ண போறோம். அப்போ வந்து அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு சொன்னா, இந்த ரெண்டு டீமுக்கு வந்து நீங்க மேக்ஸிமம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணணும். டைடு போர்ஷன் ஹேஸ் டு கோ ஃபார் திஸ் டு என்ஷூர் தட் திஸ் கோல்ஸ் ஆர் அச்சீவ்ட் வித்தின் a couple of years. ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு பஞ்சாயத்தும் இந்த 9 டீம்ல ஏதாவது ஒரு 3 டீம் எடுத்துக்கணும். எனி 3 teams of their choice. அந்த 3 teamsக்கு you have to identify the activities for next 2 years. And the money which comes from these 2 programs, SBM and JJM, and your tide component of 15 CFC should be converged to achieve saturation in the next 2 years. So that in the ரெண்டு டீம் நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியும். இன்னொரு டீம் கேன் பி யுவர் சாய்ஸ். அந்த ஊர்ல இருக்கலாம். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அந்த ஊர்ல ஏற்கனவே வந்து SDGs ஆர் வெரி பவர்ஃபுல், விமன் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி வில்லேஜா இருக்கு, நோ கிரைம்ஸ் அகேன்ஸ்ட் விமன் கிடையாது, நத்திங் இஸ் தேர்ன்னு சொன்னோம்னா தே கேன் டிக்ளேர் தெம்செல்வ்ஸ் விமன் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி வில்லேஜ். அதுக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபெசிலிட்டி கிரியேட் பண்ணா பண்ணலாம். ஆர் சோஷியலி ஜஸ்ட் அண்ட் செக்யூர் சோஷியல் செக்யூரிட்டி வில்லேஜ், அந்த ஊர்ல உள்ள எல்லாரும் டிஃபரெண்ட் டேபிளுக்கும் நம்ம கார்டு வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டோம், எல்லா சீனியர் சிட்டிசனுக்கும் நம்ம OAP வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டோம், எலிஜிபிள் வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டோம், அந்த ஊர்ல வந்து சமத்துவ மயானம் இருக்கு, அந்த ஊர்ல ஜாதி பாகுபாடு எதுவும் கிடையாதுன்னா we can go for that thing. So you can choose based on what is already there available and move on to achieve the saturation approach or move on to achieve the goal. So ரெண்டு வந்து water and sanitation related goal, because you have water money, you have already schemes there, so you will be able to achieve it. One is any theme of their choice which they are already doing well, which they can reach saturation.
Thank you, ma'am. Certain modification for preparation of that thematic GPDP, village panchayat development plans. Certain modifications has been carried out in our e-Gram Swaraj portal. That e-Gram Swaraj portal plan are being prepared since 2015-16. So the random activities were prepared and in the plan, and now to restrict all these random things, we have mapped. We have to prepare our Gram Panchayat development plan in that particular 9 themes, and all these activities of this Gram Panchayat development plan to be in a respective theme only. And so we are adopting a saturation approach. We have to allocate at least 50% of tide grant. 50% of tide grant, untied grant in a sankalp, in a theme that Gram Panchayat have taken sankalp or taken resolution for that theme. And activities, 50% of that activities we have.
தீர்மானம் இந்த 9 டீம்ல ஏதாவது 3 எடுத்துக்கலாம்னு சொல்லி மத்திய அரசு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. நாம வந்து வாட்டர் அண்ட் சானிடேஷன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எடுத்துக்குவோம். நம்ம ஏற்கனவே we are doing very well in that. சோ அது இல்லாம மூணாவது வந்து அவங்க சாய்ஸ். சோ அவங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய இதுல வந்து untied சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, 30 30 40, அந்த 40%ல 20% should go for that third theme of their choice. The money should be spent on that theme which the panchayat gram sabha தீர்மானம் போட்டுருக்குது. தீர்மானம் தான் சங்கல்ப்.
And one more thing.
Yes.
The untied grant at the panchayat level will be FFC, Central Finance Commission, plus SFC and plus OSR. And apart from that, if there is some public contribution or some CSR or whatever, so that all at least 50% should go to that thing.
Other 50% can go to the other felt need of the Gram Panchayat. All these activities to be recorded in a respective theme from the selection or drop down from the drop down which is available on the portal. If you are talking about village poverty reduction plan, this is VPRP activities are also part of that drop down activities. You can choose all these that VPR list of activities that has been prepared by Ministry of Rural Development that has been incorporated in our drop down, so that VPRP activities can also be selected from the, that drop down. Auto-populated theme-based list of activities had been prepared in our revamped portal. Automated mapping of focus area with the concern of the focus area, that means 29 subject of constitutionally mandated subjects, 29 constitutionally mandated subject that has been that will be pre-populated. That means this portal has been prepared very user friendly. You need not to have to type or write anything. You have to select activity. You will get auto populated focus area on flagship schemes and ministry, nodal ministry, etc. Further, one more addition has been carried out. The existing beneficiary of different. Yes, sir.
When the portal demonstration take place this year, we have done one more innovation. We have been working for last 1 year. So we at the central level, whatever the flagship programs are there, like your NSAP, Manrega, Awas Yojana, Jal Jeevan Mission, SBM, and like 10-12 programs already we have got the panchayat wise, because the panchayat at the all flagship programs are LGD seeded. So if any program is LGD seeded, we can get the data through API on that panchayat portal. So already more than 1.5 lakh panchayat data already we have got at the central level on the Manrega, Awas Yojana, all NSAP and various pension schemes, then JJM, SBM. So when you really open your GPD portal sometime in February last week, or when you are done with all these preparatory measures, then you can see in your GPD portal all these beneficiary list. So, and we want that you should read out in the Gram Sabha, so that people should know if these are the people, they have got all these pension beneficiaries, these Awas Yojana, this Manrega, this Jal Jeevan, this and similar thing. If you can state level, if you are LGD seeded, you can also through API you can auto populate through NIC program. So you can look into that if you are a state level programs. But only the requirement is that should be LGD seeded, because once it is LGD seeded, through API it can be. So at least if not this year, we request the state authorities that you make your data LGD seeded, so that next year, at least from next year, the data should directly flow to the GPDP portal rather than through your Excel and rather than through typing and all. So this is one more thing we have done, and it will be enriched as we go forward.
ஒவ்வொரு பஞ்சாயத்துக்கும் ஒரு கோட் இருக்கு. ஸோ அதாவது வந்து அந்த அதான் எல்ஜிடி சீடுன்னு சொல்றாங்க, லோக்கல் கவர்மெண்ட் டைரக்டரின்னு பேர் இருக்கு. ஸோ அதுல வந்து நம்ம ஸ்கீம் பெனிஃபிஷரி போடும் போதே அந்த பஞ்சாயத்து போட்டு அந்த கோடும் போட்டுட்டீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஈஸி. வென் யூ வாண்ட் டு அனலைஸ் ரைட், எங்க ஸ்டண்டிங் ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கு, எங்க உங்களோட அண்டர்வெயிட் ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கு, இல்ல எங்க உங்களுடைய அனிமல்ஸ்க்கு வந்து பர்டிகுலர் பஞ்சாயத்து டிசீஸ் ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கு, வாட் எவர் டேட்டா வி ஆர் யூசிங், ஆர் யுவர் லோன்ஸ் இது where anything. So when government of India பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் each department was vertically collecting all the information, but they ensured that they come with a local LSG code. So இப்போ வந்து because now they take already all departments have got that information with the code. Now when they want to superimpose on the panchayat, it's easy to be done. The code போட்டா எல்லா information இங்க உள்ள வந்துரும். அதே மாதிரி நம்ம ஸ்டேட்லயும் if you start using the RDL, we have started using the code already, but other departments also if you start using the code ன்னு சொன்னோம்னா we will be able to say ஒரு பஞ்சாயத்துல இல்லையா எந்தெந்த ஸ்கீம்ல எல்லாம் பெனிஃபிஷரி போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ பெனிஃபிஷரி நேம் பஞ்சாயத்து கேப்சர் பண்ணும் போதே அந்த கோடையும் கேப்சர் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா we will know exactly which are the schemes going to which person in which panchayat and which is the one panchayat is left out. நாளைக்கு வந்து இந்த பஞ்சாயத்து ஒரு பெனிஃபிஷரி கூட இல்லைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க திடீர்னு, பட் இந்த கோடு போட்டோம்னா கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். இல்லங்க உங்க பஞ்சாயத்துல 4 பேர் வந்து லாஸ்ட் 2 இயர்ஸ் முன்னாடி லோன் வாங்கியிருக்காங்க, இல்லங்க இந்த ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் வாங்கின பசங்க வந்து இந்த ஊருக்கு போயிருக்காங்க, எங்க ஊருக்கு ஒண்ணுமே வரல, எங்க ஊருக்கு ஒண்ணுமே வரலன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, ஒண்ணுமே நடக்கலன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. But it's easy that if you just have this code, automatically will say that in the scheme la unga ஊர்ல individual beneficiary இத்தனை பேரு இல்லையா, இத்தனை பேரு இந்த ரோடு போட்டிருக்கோம், இந்த PMI பெனிஃபிஷியரி எல்லாமே நமக்கு கொடுக்க முடியும். So coding is very, very important for us to converge and then move towards saturation.
And actually, we'll also be getting for NHM, Health Mission, Jan Arogya Yojana, Prime Minister, so all the health beneficiary, PM Kishan, and also ICDS. ICDS, actually, the problem was there, they have done through some other portal. That's why they are now working on. So in next 2-3 months also, all the ICDS data will also from centrally will be getting there. So it will take 2-3 months because their portal was different. So in next 6 months, a lot of flagship programs will be getting. And in fact, let me add one more thing here. There is a advisory from Cabinet Secretary also that all flagship programs, be it the central level or state level, they have to be LGD seeded. So slowly all the departments actually have to work in that direction because the data is not wasted. It is once LGD seeded, at the visualization will be at the panchayat level, at block level. So every LGD seeded, even district level data you can see. So let us work in next 6 months, all the data LGD seeded. Next.
Yes. Thank you. The eGram Swaraj portal is a very vibrant portal. If you visit, you can, we are even trying to fetch a lot of data on that one, but still, as on today, we have a lot of information up to village level. You can see, you can visit, and you can access data for your own analysis. Okay, and for all these Mission Antodaya surveys, data is also coming directly to the portal. So you can also identify the gaps from there. There are certain requirements for the opening of this portal for preparation of. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now we'll start that after some time. So how many people you are aware of the Mission Antodaya? Because I think there needs some 1 or 2 minutes clarification. See, Mission Antodaya survey was last done in 2020. And because of COVID, not done in 2021 and 22. This year again, we are the Ministry RD is doing. So what is happened? Mission of the directly collects data from every village in all over India, every village on more than 140 parameters. So all the departments you are sitting, your all parameters many covered there, and it is LGD seeded. So every panchayat data will be made available sometime March. And the main thing is that the gap there is showing. So if your panchayat is heavily deficient in something, it will show as a critical gap. If it is not very heavily deficient, it will say moderately gap. So the purpose is that the panchayat is lagging in critical gap. So you first give priority to the activity of that gap so that you try to cover that gap. So that is the purpose of Mission Antodaya.
நிறைய பேருக்கு அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கலெக்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னே தெரியாது. That's the saddest part of it is that the information available in the states, district and panchayats is used by Government of India for the analysis, but not by the states. Having sitting there in the PMO office, I have shown this data to the highest level saying that so much of information is available, but this information does not be used for the GPDP. Survey தனியா அது எதுக்கும் பண்றாங்க, அதுக்கு சம்பந்தம் கிடையாது. GPDP அது தனியா ஒரு பிளானிங், அதுக்கு சம்பந்தம் கிடையாது. பணம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றது ரெண்டுக்கும் சம்பந்தம் கிடையாது. That's how it has been happening. Survey is an independent exercise. It's over, then you don't bother about survey. Then GPDP, you put whatever you want. எனக்கு இது வேணும், எனக்கு அது வேணும், எனக்கு நான் இது பண்ண போறேன், அது பண்ண போறேன், சம்பந்தம் இல்லாம அது ஒரு GPDP தெரியா போயிடும். When the money comes and when you ask them to spend, that is spent on something else. So survey is to identify the demand. Plan is to prioritize the demand and put a timeline and put a plan. And the money is supposed to be used for the GPDP. But each one has been seen as a separate exercise without each one talking to other. So that is our biggest thing. In the version, we have specifically told that GPDP will illada activity ki neenga spend panninga. If you are spending the money or the funds on the thing which is not there in the plan, right? Recovery report onu solli vechirukom. அப்புறம் எதுக்காக பிளான்? why are you wasting time on preparing a plan? Why are you wasting time on collecting the data? எல்லாத்தையும் தனித்தனியா பார்க்க முடியாது. Data is to show what is required, what is not required. What is required, prioritize, prepare a plan. When the money comes, spend for that plan. That connection has to happen.
there are certain requirements for the opening of portal for uploading 23-24 GPDP. These are sankalp to be taken by all Gram Panchayats, and I'll show you the status of sankalp in Tamil Nadu. Almost 100% of the GPs have taken sankalp, and almost 100% have uploaded their resolution also. This is, I think, in other states, sankalp has been taken, but resolution has not been uploaded. That means Gram Sabha has been held, and resolution have been suitably uploaded on the portal. So, the first priority of the at the state level has been identified as a water sufficient village, and second priority at the state level has been identified as a healthy village, and third one is child friendly village. This is the composite data of the state level. This may vary from district and block level. Third one is updation of Gram Panchayat profile. Here, all the Gram Panchayat profile has to be updated within 6 months of the every 6 months.
Actually, every 6 months that profile has to be updated, and now we have requested that all panchayats should do it by 31st January.
Yes.
Or otherwise, if you will not update, you will not be able to do your GPDP.
You will not be able to upload your GPDP.
So why is this important to you? ரொம்ப நாள் வந்து நான் பஞ்சாயத்து ராஜ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்னா ரூரல் டெவலப்மெண்டோட ஒரு ஆம்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். அப்படி கிடையாது. We are only the administering department. So panchayat belongs to everybody. Panchayats are local self government. இல்லையா? So பஞ்சாயத்துன்றது வந்து ரூரல் டெவலப்மெண்டோட ஒரு துறை கிடையாது. பஞ்சாயத்துன்றது வந்து இட்ஸ் லோக்கல் செல்ஃப் கவர்மெண்ட் வேர் ஆல் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் உடைய ப்ரோக்ராமை இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்றதுக்கான ஒரு வெஹிக்கிள். அதுதான் லாஸ்ட் மைல். சரியா? நம்ம வந்து எங்க டிபார்ட்மெண்டோட ஒரு பஞ்சாயத்து கிடையாது. எங்க டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் மூலமாக இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் வர்றதை நாங்க கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்கிறோம். எங்க டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் மூலமா பஞ்சாயத்து பயிற்சி தர்றோம். எங்க டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் மூலமா பணம் வாங்கி தர்றோம். ஆனா பஞ்சாயத் பிளான்ஸ் ஃபார் ஆல் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ். Panchayat implements all departments programs. So you need to understand that Panchayat Raj department is not our baby. It is collective baby.
It's not like a department. It's not implementing.
It is not implementing agency. It is not a thing. So Panchayat department is every department's responsibility to strengthen them. You should ensure that you Gram Sabha you give subjects. Beneficiary selection, agriculture department says beneficiary selection list should be kept in the Gram Sabha for approval. Why? Because local self-government has to take ownership, right? JJM, they say, okay, your Panchayat has to pass resolution that who are the beneficiaries who will be getting the functional household tap benefit. Please understand that Panchayat Raj does not depend to RD department. It is belongs to everybody. It belongs to the state. So every department should ensure that the data class exercise which is done is complete, full-fledged. Every department should ensure that a GPDP has your components also. For example, Anganwadi is required in that panchayat. Every panchayat is able to get at least minimum 10 lakh rupees from all this finance commission grants. They should be able to use the 10 lakhs for repairing your Anganwadi. Why should it come to the collector for saying that the Anganwadi toilet should be repaired? Why should it come? Your CDPO and your Anganwadi workers should go to the panchayat and say that in the fund GPDP சேருங்கன்னு. You need any department any department which wants any facility to be done, they should be able to go and say that please include this in the your GPDP. Once it's included, then we will see from here. Okay, priority is this. You have to spend the fund for this year for this. So all your officials should be fully involved in the preparation of GPDP at the local level. So once the plan is finalized, then the money comes. So the planning stage விட்டோம் சொன்னோம்னா பஞ்சாயத்து level say இல்லங்க பிளான்ல கிடையாது, so I can't spend the money on this. So we have time up to March. So please sensitize all your officials during the preparation of GPDP. The field level officials of all departments, wherever there's a requirement, right? You are able to flag it, and the requirement finds a place in the GPDP plan.
The next mandatory condition is orientation by MOPR team in state and util level, uploading feedback on the portal, and orientation in state and district and block level on and uploading the data on the portal itself. So
is our expectation that after this orientation, the district level officials who are on portal or VC, they and the state level officers, directors, they are supposed to orient the district, all the district level officers, and the district level officer in turn are expected to orient all the block level officers, and the block level officers are actually to provide hand-holding support to the panchayats in preparation of GPDP. So this is how the things is expected.
In this direction, MOPR has taken certain initiatives, and workshop was held in October itself. A VC meeting is being organized around the week. Monday to Friday, we have a slot 11 to 12. You can any one of the state or district or block level can connect on that VC link, and if have that there's an issue, if there is any problem in uploading or any preparation of thematic GPDP, they can clarify their doubts from that VC itself. All these states have been allocated a mentor for the for support and for hand-holding support. Their contact numbers have already been shared, and they can be contacted at any point of time, and they will provide the resolution if there's any issues. PPC booklet, what I was talking about, and handbook for GPDP, that has already been shared with the states. It is available on our portal. Step-by-step activities have been explained in these books, and all these books are you can see the portal detail. All these books and materials are available on our portal. You can access and can see, take assistance from all these materials. A master GPDP has been prepared for all themes, which I'll be showing with one or two activities. I will explain after award things. And that master GPDP can be shared with the state and district level, block and district level, so that they can be resource material for orientation of preparation of thematic GPDP. This is all from my side at this point of time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now when I see
இப்போ நீங்க பாத்துருப்பீங்க பஞ்சாயத்து தலைவர் எல்லாம் வந்து என்ன மாதிரி ஒர்க்லாம் எடுக்கிறாங்க. ரோடு, சிசி ரோடு, அது நான் ரோடு, drain, to drain all the funds they will drain. The drain எங்க இருந்து drain ஆரம்பிக்குது, எங்க இருந்து drain முடியுதுனே தெரியாது. So because you all our field level functionaries are not putting their demand, they are using the money the way they want. புரியுதுங்களா? சிசி ரோடு, drain, road repair, ஏதோ ஒரு wherever some contract is involved or something is involved, only they are prioritizing.
we are not going actually the mission to the gaps.
So அது வந்து சர்வேயர்ல கண்டுபிடிச்சு requirement கண்டுபிடிச்சு then they should prepare the plan. That is where I would want you to have a meeting with all your district level officers and sub district level officers saying that GPDP will be prepared shortly. Please identify the gaps for your own programs in the district, in the panchayat level. For example, your facility will be repaired. Your facility needs water, please give. Your schools require something, you please give. And ensure that saying that this panchayat union school, we require this. This panchayat, in the panchayat union, in the Anganwadla, we require this. In the agriculture department, Narega, we want this. Ensure that and the AGMT village and the plan la varno, then automatically everything will come. So the plan la varlan sonnamna, we will not know that you have made a demand. Instead of having your GPDP as a separate plan, ensure that whatever you want from the RD department or any other department, you find place in the GPDP, so that we will be able to push from our side and see what's happening. So in your interest, because sometimes you do not have the money, but we have the scheme, we have the money, right? But we don't know what you exactly want. உங்களுக்கு என்ன தேவை எனக்கு தெரியாது. எங்க தலைவர்கள் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன தேவையோ அதுபடி பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. பணம் பிரச்சனை கிடையாது, பிளானிங் பிரச்சனை, இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் நம்மளுக்கு மேல வர்றது இல்லை. So you use this opportunity to give your orientation to all your department officials at the block level and the panchayat level, saying that whatever is required for 23-24 should find a place. Not everything, it's a prioritize. If there are 5 Anganwadi buildings, repair 5 Anganwadi buildings 1 year. Manna mudiyadhu. Illaya? You say this year, this Anganwadi building has to repair and give. The most, this year, this structure we want. because all departments needs to be taken care of that money which comes to the panchayat. So prioritization is very important. First, you prioritize and you see that one of your activity, this priority gets included in the GPD. So once we know which is the priority, we will give guidelines saying that GPDP in the Pana, you are getting 20 lakhs from this, 20 lakhs of take the first 5 items, finish it off. Then next installment comes or next tranche comes, next 5 items you take, finish it off. We should be able to seek transparently and say, in the வேலை எடுக்காம ஏன் நீ போனன்னு கேட்க முடியும் அவங்கள. அதற்கு வந்து என்ன வேலை வேண்டும் அப்படின்றத prioritize பண்ணி அந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் மூலமா நீங்க உங்க கிராஸ் ரூட் அபிஷியல்ஸ் மூலமா எங்களுக்கு தலைவர் கிராம சபைக்கு போய் தீர்மானம் போட்டு அதை ஜிபிடில சேர்க்க வைக்கிறது உங்களுடைய ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி. எப்படியே எனிவே கிராம சபா should be attended by all officials at the grassroots level. Ensure that they go and Gram Sabha pass a resolution and it is part of the GPDP.
Yogesh ji, can you hear me? Yogesh ji?
Yes, okay. Yes, I am
Can
connected.
start now.
Okay. I'm getting started. Give me a sec. I'm sharing my screen. Please let, good afternoon all. I am Yogesh and I am from NIC. Today I'm going to, provide you the technical overview of the various changes which we have done for implementing the thematic based planning. Prior to that, I want to say thanks to Tokeji and all the respective ASR and all the respective, speakers, which provided you the overview of the what we have done, why we have done for implementation of the thematic based planning. So my session will be more towards the technical side. First thing which you need to keep in your mind while doing the planning from the upcoming year 23-24 onwards. First, very first basic validation is you have taken up the Sankalp in the Vibrant Gram Sabha portal, and then you have uploaded the resolution within the same portal. So during the Ekam celebration, the panchayats have identified their Sankalp themes, and at that time the panchayats were not aware of the fact the Sankalps are directly linked with the E-Gram Swaraj planning process. So they have taken up the Sankalp as a Ekam celebration. But now, as far as the MOPR direction and guidelines, we have unfreeze all the Sankalp in the portal, so that if any panchayat wants to change the Sankalp chosen theme or wants to change the prioritized themes, they can do that. The panchayat need to take Sankalp on at least 1 and maximum 2 themes. Right, in Tamil Nadu, so almost 100% of the panchayats have taken up the Sankalp. Out of 1 to 5 to 4, 12,524 panchayats, 12,518 panchayats have already taken up the Sankalp. So if you want and if you face anything that you need to change the Sankalp, because the Sankalp themes are directly linked with the planning or the panchayat development plan. So you need to take at least 50% of activities on which you have prioritized the Sankalp. Means if I have taken up the Sankalp on water sufficient village or poverty free village, then I need to take 50% of activities which are available in the activity master against that theme. Then only system will allow me to approve my plan. Otherwise, my plan will not get approved. So these changes are from 23-24 onwards. The process prior to that is exactly same. There is no change in the planning process of 22 till 22-23. So thematic based planning process is implemented in the portal from the upcoming year, that is 23-24. Then the second thing, you need to upload the resolution within the same portal. So whenever I am changing my Sankalp taken theme, then I need to again provide the resolution. So resolution is a predefined template in your local language. You need to download that template and then sign it and then upload it in the Vibrant Gram Sabha portal. Then the third validation is your on basic or the general profile of the panchayat. Panchayat general profile contains the demographic and geographical details of a panchayat, the details about the sarpanch and the secretary of the panchayat. So you need to update the details of general and basic profile of a panchayat in every 6 months. Otherwise, system will not allow you to forward your plan. So these details should be always, up to dated in the portal, because these are the identification detail of the panchayat. If the sarpanch is already retired or the active period of the sarpanch is over, then you should update the portal about the latest sarpanch detail, right? Then the next validation is on next validation is on your 50% utilization of untied fund of your CFC and other untied schemes. You need to utilize the 50% of your fund in the themes activity on which you have taken up the sankalp, so that you can easily saturate the themes on which you have taken up the sankalp. The basic motto behind taking up the sankalp is saturation of activities within that theme. Right. So earlier we have 17 SDG goals. So Ministry of Panchayati Raj as a nodal agency and with the reviews committee, we formulated the 9 themes. So all the activities pertaining to the 17 SDG goals and all the locally identified indicators are available within these 9 themes. So I am demonstrating you the new planning form or the thematic based add activity form. Under the activity pool, you need to click on the register activity form. When you click on that, very first field is choose desired theme. So there are 9 themes. So the themes on which you have taken up the sankalp. So it's a demo portal. For demonstration, I have taken up the sankalp on 2 themes. One is theme 5 and other one is theme 7. So these themes are coming in the light blue color, so that you can easily identify the sankalp taken themes. So under these 2 themes, you need to take 50% of at least 50% of the master activities. Once I choose a theme, system will auto-populate the list of activities under the selected desired theme. So for instance, if I choose the poverty-free and enhanced village livelihood village theme, system will provide me the list of activities which I can perform under the chosen theme. Now from 23-24.
Yogesh,
Yes,
just a minute here. So the theme wise, we have tried to put in the drop down as many activities comprehensively as it is possible. The concerned departments, ministries have also been consulted. But if you feel that at a state level that some activity is still needed to be added, you can email us, because you cannot add at your level, because there is a programming, because at the backside each activity is linked with many other things. So you have to mail us and we will be adding the drop down if you feel that. But I think it is very comprehensive. So in each theme there are around 50-60 drop downs are there. So most of that I won't think that you'll be able to, but if still you think that if still some activity we should be adding, you email us, we'll be adding that.
Sir, thank you, sir. So majority of the data in the thematic planning form is auto-populated or provided in the drop-down for the user convenience and better decision making. Now one of the more important feature is smart search. If I want to locate or if I want to see how many activities are related to certain, for example, I want to see how many activities there in different themes which are related to the child or woman. So I just need to type some initial character of the activity name. System will show me the list of all available activities within the different themes which are related to the woman, directly related to the woman or containing the word woman. If I want to locate or search the activity theme wise, I just need to type the first initial characters of the theme. For example, POVE, poverty. So system will provide me the list of various activities under the poverty free and enhanced livelihood village. For demonstration purpose, let us say
there is a question here. The NIC in Chennai, can they translate the whole thing in Tamil?
yes, sir.
Yes,
So we have provided the translation facility.
Yes.
You can do that.
Okay. NIC, talk to your NIC people here. They will do it.
Can we modify or add activities, because the activities is just a list of activities which is.
Yeah, that's what I told.
Yeah.
You can, but you have to mail us.
Okay.
Yes.
That because there is a lot of programming. Because everything there is
No,
a lot
no,
of mapping.
because NIC is our partner in for RD for developing our own software here. So if our NIC can translate, our NIC should also have the permission to add 2 or 3 activities very unique to our state.
No,
Because we
no,
also
ma'am.
have.
So what will happen? So suppose you see, because each activity on the background is mapped with 3-4 other parameters, like focus area, like subjects, like other things. So it is a lot of programming is there. So you have to mail us. We will be adding that.
Because we have our own state programs,
Right.
which may contribute to any of your other teams. So we will want, and we have state government schemes across all departments. So their activity will be contributing to things. So we should be given that freedom, and quickly it should be done, because we cannot be waiting for you to map and give an hour scale. They will not, other departments will not wait for us. They will spend the money and go, then we cannot capture it.
So actually, in I think 15 days before, we also only have circulated to all the states, December, and we have given them time, 1 month time to send us if there are state specific programs, and we will be adding. But there is no hurry. You can send us, because 31st January you can send us your own state. We will be adding those things.
Yes.
Please, Arun Mani, to take note that the activities which are state specific, which are not only related to RD department, but all departments, have to be captured and then given to MOPR team, NIC team, for modification and allowing us to make entries based on our GPDP. Now, our team is still not aware. I knew that if you miss the bus, you will not be able to do that. I knew it, but my team should know that.
Right. Another reason for tightly coupling the activity list is, for an instance, earlier what was happened, one road is building in a state. So CC road is building in one state. Another state is entering the name in their local language. Another state is entering the name as CC roads. So we are not able to find out how much or how many meters of road exactly building throughout the country or within a state. So activity should be tightly coupled. We are not allowing the users to directly enter the activity.
See, the purpose is to capture all the activities happening. The NIC may not know the exact works happening on the ground. The flexibility should be given to the state to define what work is, right? And the programming should happen, right? The objective is to capture everything and then analyze. For you to analyze, you should not say that, okay, you give like this, give like that. You should not say. Monitoring and evaluation, second part. Planning is the first part.
Yes, ma'am. So whatever the missing activities as far as the concerned department, the list can be shared with the MOPR and NIC team. We will include those activity after checking that whether there is a duplicacy of any activity or not. The activity will be available within the same day.
Thank you. The reason why I am saying is that many of the states have their own state programs across different departments. And if I am trying to match your requirement, my fellow on the ground will forget what he's actually doing. So here, my Panchayat president should understand what scheme I am writing there. If I say that, no, you need to analyze tomorrow in some other name, I need to modify here, then the data capture will be wrong. The starting point cannot be wrong. I'm sure that it is in a format which is compatible, but it may be, some may be very unique to different states. That's the only point I'm making here.
So then you need to select an activity. For example, I am selecting an activity related to the awareness campaign on ICDS program. So the focus area of that particular selected activity will be auto-populated. You don't need to select or change the focus area, because we have again make the provision for from the backend that quality of data and the integrity of data should be maintained, so that user is not or the panchayat is not choosing the wrong focus area against the selected activity. Then the activity type. So activity type can be public and beneficiary oriented works. Public is for a particular group of people. Beneficiary is for the identified beneficiaries. For example, Ram, Sham, etc. Then you need to select the activity description. So as you have seen that the activity name is tightly coupled. So you need to provide the activity description very wisely so that you later words while during the payment or fund allocation, you can easily identify the activity as per as your local requirement. Next field is Mission Antodaya gaps. So the current Mission Antodaya survey is under progress, and it will be completed within the Feb month. So we will use the latest data from the current MA survey. So this data is
just so if your chosen activity shows pink, that means critical gap, take it in priority. If your chosen activity shows yellow, that means you can postpone it because already you have done good work there. So first you should choose all the pink, the critical gap activities to the best. It's not there is any imposition only critical. You may choose the yellow also, but so that because first you address the in which the panchayat is lagging really. So the Mission Antodaya gaps can be really addressed.
So can you just go up, Yogesh? I'll try to explain to my colleagues who are here. So upar jayega.
Please go down, Yogesh.
Upar.
Scroll up.
Scroll up. Okay, so example is child-friendly village, right? They're registering an activity, and the activity they are going to do is creating awareness on ICDS program, right? And it's too very broad. That's why I said it's too very broad. The subject is Women and Child Development, Rural Ministry. Here it will be ICDS for us in Tamil Nadu. And because it's an awareness campaign, it is reaching the general public and common man. So it's called public works. It's not individual work. There are two options. Next is awareness camp at the Anganwadi level for pregnant mothers, whatever you want to call your exact you will write. And then as soon as you finish that, as already told, Government of India collects 142 indicators for the Mission Antodaya. In that, they would have found out how many of the people in that village are anemic, who are in the age group of the marriageable age group of 18 to 30. That figure they will have. So when you are preparing the camp, you should ensure that the number of women who are already identified are part of your campaign, so that it's a focused campaign to reach. In case, for example, the number is only 2, it will not be in red, it will be in yellow. That means the awareness campaign will not be done in this year, it can be done next year. If the number is more in that panchayat, if there are some 40 women are there who are anemic and things like that, then means you are in the critical thing and you need to have a campaign in that particular year and spend money on that activity. Am I clear? I'm giving an example with one activity of ICDS. It can be for anybody else. For example, water quality issues. If in Dharmapuri there's a fluoride problem and there's a water quality issues and water is insufficient, then water augmentation has to be done through other means. Okay, it can be water, it can be sanitation, it can be agriculture, it can be nutrition, it can be child marriage, right? It can be your health NCD campaign, it can be anything. So if your people, more and more people are having BP there from a survey done by women health volunteers, automatically then you need to create awareness on what to eat and what not to eat and how to take care of their health. So based on the survey indicators, that particular portion will be in red or yellow, depending on prioritization for the panchayat.
Then the next field is, thank you, ma'am. Then the next field is activity is remarkable for, means which major category it's benefited. For example, it is for SC, ST or general in major. Then you need to select about the targeted populace. For example, it's a ICDS program on women, right? So the target populace can be women or children, girl children, right? Then next field is activity nature. So activity nature can be fresh, maintenance and upgradation. So it's if it is an activity for a awareness campaign, that means it can be of
Madam was
fresh.
saying you can claim, like if you want to school building, you want to maintain, you want to put some toilets, girls toilets. So those you want to Anganwadi center, you want to upgrade, you can want to put some nutrition garden. So all those things can be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fresh and new. If it is the first campaign, then say if it's a second campaign. Already last year you had a campaign. If you're doing it, means it's a second campaign. So that's why the fresh they may not understand. It should be new or a repeat right? Repeated campaign, because it's a most underdeveloped and backward district, then we repeat a campaign once or more.
Yes.
So campaign activities can be new, repeat, or second time, third time, you can add like that. And maintenance and repair can be one, and upgradation can be one, or it can be new activity. So you have to divide that into public and private, right? New work and maintenance work. And it is if it's an activity campaign, it's a first time campaign, second time campaign, or third time campaign.
Maintenance and upgradation is for the assets, basically where you are building some assets. For example, as Sir told you, that if you are providing a girl toilet in the school, so it can be come under the upgradation. If you are whitewashing the school, it can be come under the maintenance. If you are creating something new, if you are creating the Amrit Sarovar or creating a new building, or you are creating a new road, then it can be a fresh asset. So as it is the selected activities of awareness campaign, the activity nature will be fresh.
That's why I'm saying, if the word fresh is used, my panchayat person will not know what is fresh, because we don't use fresh in the common parlance in Tamil Nadu. It's new work, right? All my officers will agree. If I put fresh, they said, they'd put dash, nil. Fresh will become nil, and they'll say no fresh work in the state for the entire year. It may be another word in another state, I don't know. In our state,
Yogesh, fresh oblique new, can we do?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Then
I have noted the suggestion, ma'am. I have noted the suggestion.
Things to do, you should increase the font size. The font size is really small. You have enough space there, but I don't know why the font size is so small there. Because everywhere it is not visible. So you should make font big.
The Gram Panchayat presidents are middle age and above middle age.
Big font size.
The Panchayat secretaries and Panchayat clerks are also above middle age.
Yeah.
And nobody likes doing a data entry in e-Gram Swaraj. At least the portal should be friendly and should be very attractive and easy to use. Then only they will come.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will be there, but it will just tick the box and complete without applying the mind and without doing it. Yes.
Sir, I have noted the session. So we will increase the font size.
Yogesh, for like Madam told, so you have got now several rows. So you put lot of colors here: one green, one blue, one red, one orange, one yellow. So it should be colorful. It is not simply black and white.
Like additional secretary is saying, for example, we will anyway translate it in Tamil for our state. We will not be able to run with the English font. One, and help should be there in case I'm not able to decide. I should have a help button to click and see. Okay, to elaborate. Select activity by nature. If I don't know, I should be able to click something and say, which says, okay, fresh means new work or something like that. Or estimated, for example, upgradation means what? Maintenance and upgradation, they may not be understanding what the difference between both.
Ma'am, we have provided the help.
Okay, in each place, in the local language, if you can just click, I can see that now. If they're able to click and read it out, then the data entry will be better than just blindly using the drop-down menu.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. This field is very important. Is this activity directly funded by the Panchayat? Because from this year onwards, we want to cover the holistic plan of the Panchayat. The plan should be not of specifically 15 FC or Narega scheme.
Can you elaborate this? If this activity directly funded by Panchayat, can you click the help and show me what do you mean there? Can you go to the I?
I'm elaborating them. I'm doing that.
If Panchayat is directly spending funds on activity from Panchayat resource envelope, okay.
Then yes. Otherwise, no. I'm explaining the thing.
No, we will say if you are spending from SFC or CFC, then it is your envelope.
Otherwise,
or OSR.
for MDN or ICDS
okay.
program, you will simply look at the activity and the approximate amount in the Panchayat is being used. So I will give an example here. Suppose you have chosen the activity midday meal in the child friendly midday meal. So then you have to put the data in that Panchayat, how many schools are there or how many beneficiaries are there. So suppose 400 children are eating midday meal. Then unit cost maybe there 5 rupees per day or something like that. And then the whole year automatic it will generate the whole year the cost of that midday meal maybe 5 rupees and 400. So if 200 days 400 into 5 into 200. So automatic that will be there. So that data actually you have to collect also. from the midday meal officer. So they are similarly for ICDS also immunization. How many people are being immunized, or for feeding program, how many children are being given feeding program, or how many pregnant mothers are giving. So those data have to be collected, the number of beneficiaries and the total approximate cost. So here you may ask, because you are preparing plan for 2023-24, you say that the budget for 23-24 has not yet out in the state. So what you should do, you should just put the last year thing, because there is not drastic changes in these programs in 2 years. So because these things will be approximate for the line departments. Only the exact amount has to be done, but the panchayat will be implementing, because that has to be reflected in PFS and all.
Right, sir. So, ma'am, thank you, sir. So, in general, it means that any scheme for which fund is directly coming in the resource envelope or the account of the financial resource envelope or the account of the panchayat, on which panchayat is making the physical progress and booking the expenditure, then it is directly funded by the panchayat. But if panchayat is only performing this activity, sponsoring by the other departments, but panchayat is not knowing about the exact fund or the exact cost of that activity, but activity is happening in the panchayat, then the activity is sponsored by other department. So for such activities, panchayat does not need to do the physical progress or the accounting part. They just need to enter the activity details, so that plan will be holistic in nature.
I'm saying, நிறைய தலைவர்களுக்கு வந்து டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் நடக்கூடிய ஆக்டிவிட்டா தெரியலன்னு சொல்றாங்க. கேம்ப் நடத்துனாங்களா, கால்நடை பாதுகாப்பு மூலமா தெரியலன்னு சொல்றாங்க. Then how will they fill this information? So anything which is happening through any line department, please keep the panchayat informed. We'll also ask the panchayat, உங்க ஊர்ல ஏதாவது நடக்குனா கூட்டா போகாத, நீ கூட்டாட கூட நீ போ அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம் நாங்க. We'll tell them very clearly whatever happens in the panchayat president and the members should know that there's some camp happening, some awareness activities happening, right? Some distribution is happening. The panchayat president should be aware of it. So then only they can fill this plan.
Right.
Otherwise they can't fill this plan. எனக்கு தெரியாதுங்க, வந்தாங்க ஏதோ 40 பேர் கொடுத்தாங்க போனாங்க அப்படின்னு அவர் எந்த 10 பேர் என்ன ஸ்கீம் எதுவும் தெரியாம போயிடும். So please also give instructions to officials to ensure that the panchayat is aware of any activity happening in the panchayat through your department.
Yes, ma'am. Then the next field is estimated completion time of activity. In how many months or days this activity is getting completed. Then the tentative start year and month of the activity. Expected beneficiaries, which are getting the benefited from this activity. Let's say 20, for instance. Now, if it is a beneficiary oriented work and the panchayat is not spending directly money in that particular panchayat in the activity, then you need to enter the indicative cost. System will automatically calculate the total indicative cost by multiplying the indicative unit cost by expected beneficiaries. For instance, if I am saying indicative unit cost per person is 100 rupees, then the total indicative cost for that activity will be 2,000 rupees. What will be the expected result of the doing this activity? Why you are doing the awareness campaign? You need to enter over there. Then you need to select the sponsor or scheme by who is funding this activity or work, who is delivering this work. System will automatically auto-populate the concerned department of the selected populated scheme. You can
and we also Yogesh,
Ji.
Here also we can add the state level departments and schemes.
Yes,
right?
yes, you can.
Okay.
Then the last field is activity output. Asset will be as it's an awareness campaign, so asset cannot be formed, right? Either it can be training or capacity building or a community service or beneficiary oriented program. Assets can be formed for the public works where a actual movable or immovable asset is getting created. So we have applied the logic as far as the activity selected. System will show you the activity output list of only allowed or the eligible activity output, so that the junk data flow restrained from the system. I can also add the beneficiaries in that particular activity. So this beneficiary data can be later utilized for the decision making.
Yogesh, just a minute. One more feature this year I have added. We have if the Gram Sabha also approves some new beneficiary in a program, so we are allowing them to make entry here, even it is not may not be approved by the because of the lack of target by the concerned ministry or department. But if the Gram Sabha comes out, no, these 4 persons they should get pension, or these 4 persons they should get awas, these 4 persons they should get whatever. So we are allowing them to add these names here, so that in future if the new targets come, so if those beneficiaries are found eligible, they should be given priority. So they can add. So already all the ministries at government
No,
of India
we will have a problem. Panchayat president will add everybody's name in there. In Tamil Nadu, I don't know about other states. I can tell all my officers will also agree with me. If you say, for example, NSAP, National Social Assistance Program, OAP, we can say eligible beneficiary,
but they have to be eligible.
They will not see that. They will say, if I not put the name tomorrow, I will not get a vote from that family. So you have asked me to enter, I have asked you to enter. Priority means everybody will priority. So please do not allow that to happen, because with grassroots democracy and things like that. So, and here for awareness, please do not, there is no point in adding the beneficiary, just add the workload. Right, 50 women participated, 100 women participated. If you ask her to put 100 women ka naam in an awareness activity, then I think it will be too much of work. And
No, we are not asking that. We are not.
It's an optional one. It's an optional one. If you want to enter, then you can enter.
Right.
Otherwise,
you will say 100 women
no.
participated from this habitation, or that's all is fine. But naam likhna shuru karenge to pura din usi mein chala jayega.
मैम ये ऑप्शनल है, आप विदाउट इसको भी सेव करे भी आप प्रोसीड कर सकते हैं, अगर आपके पास है तो गुड टू है.
Okay, agreed.
Otherwise, there is one more feature or one more integration which was done by the MOPR team. That is, we have integrated with the various schemes of center sponsored flagship schemes, and we have collected the data for maximum schemes of Ministry of RD, Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, Awas Yojana, Ayushman Bharat, and etc. So you can visualize the details using one of our dashboard, that is for center sponsored schemes data dashboard. The data is available scheme wise, and you can visualize as their beneficiaries. So data is directly coming in the dashboard. Otherwise, the last feature is if you want to see how many beneficiaries which already get in the benefit from the selected scheme, you can check out the list from the view existing beneficiary list for that particular local body. So all of these is done for the user easiness and improving the quality of planning and allow the user for decision making.
So actually, 2-3 things will happen after this. Once you work on GPDP, so we'll be now coming out with quarterly analysis, and we'll be sharing with all the ministries. Like we'll be sharing with Health Ministry that in the whole country, state-wise, in health activities, so many activities have been taken up and so much resource is being deployed. Similarly, with the Education Department, we'll be sharing. So we'll be sharing the complete list, inventory of activities with resource envelope, how much in country we are spending on particular activity. So this new portal will help us making lot of analysis and lot of, because now Honorable Minister once asked us, you have spent 2.5 lakh crore in Finance Commission in last 5 years. What are the assets you have created? And we just could not get that thing. How much like streets, or how many roads, how many playgrounds, how many street lights, and how many the solid liquid waste disposal, other things we have created. So our minister was very unhappy that he told that no, you have to make your portal complete analysis so that any query you make, we get the result. That with so much investment, we have created so many skill center, we have with so many street lights or so many anything. So with this, and will be even the state authorities, they can see, the district authorities, they can see, the block authorities, they can see in last 1 year what they have done. So this the portal will help all of you in understanding, and then also we can understand whether the panchayat is moving towards saturation or not in a particular theme, because ultimately the goal is to reach the saturation by 2030. So that's why, and this portal will be keep continuously to be up. changing. It's not that it is final, because we'll be getting your feedback and will be.
The district level officers, please take note. If you put garbage in, garbage is out.
Yes.
So the portal cannot clean the garbage. நீங்க தப்பா data entry பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது அனலைஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, எதுக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது.
At present there is no artificial intelligence here.
Yes. So
future we may add.
So அதனால வந்து பஞ்சாயத்து லெவல்ல போடுற இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வந்து கரெக்டான இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இருந்தா அதை வச்சு ஒரு அனாலிசிஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு பிளான் பண்ணி நம்ம முன்னாடி போக முடியும். நம்ம போடுற இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் அரைகுறையா தப்பா, adding one zero extra or subtracting one zero, because I think I saw the letter of your analysis of e-gram search portal for some 10 or 11 states and shared it with us. Yeah, I've gone through it and I've shared with my officers also in the last review meeting, at the monthly review meeting, saying that number of units constructed 100, amount spent is some 10 crores. சம்பந்தமே இல்லாத ஒரு நம்பர். சைபர் இந்த பக்கம் ஜாஸ்தியா இல்ல இந்த பக்கம் குறைவான்னு தெரியவே இல்லை. அதை வச்சு அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? வாட் அனாலிசிஸ் they will do, right? இண்டிவிஜுவல் பெனிஃபிஷியரி ஸ்கீம் 1 லட்சம் பேர், அமௌண்ட் ஸ்பெண்ட் இஸ் வந்து 100 ரூபா. இது 1 லட்சம் பேர் கொடுத்து 100 ரூபா எப்படி இந்த பக்கம் வரும்? ஸோ இதை இங்க மாத்தி போட்டானா அதை அங்க மாத்தி போட்டானா அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது அங்க இருந்து. ஸோ அதனால we need to be very very clear whenever training our panchayat secretaries and panchayat president, things like that. They need to check the data double, twice, thrice, and then only submit the data. There is no point in hurrying through. There's no point hurrying through.
Because see, after it will happen after 1 or 2 years, we'll be putting up a national-wise state result. In SDG theme 1, how many panchayats have been saturated? So if you will not put correct data, your Tamil Nadu state will not be showing. Will be showing none of the panchayats have been saturated.
No,
so that situation should not come.
We are used to saying the data wrong, sir. Data wrong, sir. We have fooling ourselves by saying this, the data wrong, as if everything else is right. So that's why I am saying is that if it's data wrong, it's our responsibility to correct it. Let us make it a point that we will not blame the data. Somebody is putting data entry, and let us see that the data is entered properly. There's no point in anything you ask why this is like this, sir. Data entry is wrong, sir. Data not updated, sir. That should not be the thing. Let us say every month, let us look at our data and update the correct data. When one work is completed, update the data so that when they do analysis, our state is not poorly reflected.
And you can also do analysis, because even the district collector.
Yes.
Will happen just another 5-10 minutes. We will show you the master GPT. The things will become more clear, and then we'll open floor for questions.
Okay. Yes. So whatever the discussion is going on, let me again focus on this. So we have included one more, validation in the system to avoid such anonymous data entry by the panchayat secretaries or the field official. So if you are entering the total estimated cost for an asset as 10,000 rupees, and you are creating a asset. So in total number of units, when I am entering, I can enter the units wise framework. What we have implemented. We have implemented the unit wise maximum length and allowed limit of an asset framework in the system itself, as far as the MOPR and respective ASR directions. So if I am building or I am creating an asset of Amrit Sarovar, I can't create Amrit Sarovar, more than my total cost. For an instance, I am creating 1 unit of Amrit Sarovar, then unit cost for that particular Amrit Sarovar can be 10,000 rupees only, because I have provided that estimated total cost is 10,000 rupees. If I am saying that I am creating 2 units of Amrit Sarovar, then unit cost can be 5,000 rupees, because I am saying that total estimated cost of that particular activity is 10,000 rupees only. So such validations are incorporated in the system to avoid the junking in the system and provide the more and more data quality and integrity from the eGram Swaraj system.
When we conducted analysis, we found that some panchayat has spent 50,000 rupees on playground, and the number of playgrounds 50,000. So they have just copy pasted the amount in that, and so we get a lot of junk data. If they are spending 20,000 rupees on street lights, so also 20,000 street lights they are doing. So we are putting all those flags this time.
Yes, sir. the next thing is orientation details and entering the orientation details in the system. Because if you have not entered the orientation detail, you can't forward your Panchayat development plan in the year 23-24. So the flow of entering the orientation detail is same as you have followed in the award. So center will enter the orientation detail at state level orientations. State level will enter the details for the district panchayat and equivalent level orientations, and district panchayat will in turn enter the details for block panchayat and gram panchayat level orientations. So you need to enter the orientation detail within the eGram Swaraj portal itself. Then only data entry or the you can approve the panchayat development plan for your panchayat. Thank you. Any more question from your side can be asked now. I am done from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Yogesh.
Thank you, Yogesh. I think we will have one more round of orientation with our officials, and then we'll come back with the queries.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Sir, I'll take another 5 minutes. 10 minutes. So, can you stop you sharing your screen?
Yes, I'm doing.
Also, we have requested all the state governments. We are writing for last 2 years that your state level PMU, your district level PMU and block level PMU, kindly strengthen them, kindly put the requisite manpower, because they will be needed now to provide handholding support to the panchayats. And if you have done, very good. If you have not done so far, kindly do them in next 2-3 months, because they will be needed in next every time. So block level PMU, we need one computer fellows or something like that.
Recruiting, sir. First state level, we are starting. The RGSA specialists will be, thematic specialists will be taken up, followed by the district and sub-district levels.
Because you need them.
We need them.
Is it visible now? I think. This one is a master GPDP. What we are talking about. We have created a master GPDP for all 9 themes. You can see the first column as an activities. Lot of activities we have incorporated. If you see, this is for poverty free. For the theme number 1, poverty free gram panchayat, and if you'll see, we have incorporated 38 activities in this one. So and this one was shared earlier, and it was requested to provide a state specific scheme and activities so that we can incorporate in our master list. So these are the fields as our colleague has explained that these are
replica of the portal.
That has been converted in Excel sheet only for ease of understanding and for preparation of addition of activities in the same format. So if you, I'll take 2 examples of activities. One which is being funded by Gram Panchayat itself, and another which is not funded by Gram Panchayat but coming through a centrally sponsored scheme. So first one is activity that is being funded by Gram Panchayat from their own kitty, from their own resources. Camper for that is campaign for.
And this is not happening in Tamil Nadu at all.
Yes.
Already our people have their universal PDS, and everybody has a ration card, and this is not an activity currently happening.
Yeah, this is VPRP demand. It is also VPRP demand. It can be a normal activity also, demand for a PM Awas Yojana. This is the activities that is taken is focus area. It will be automatically pre-populated, and then I think there is some, activity type. It is a beneficiary kind of activity. And Mission Antodaya gaps attended by these activities. Housing requirement will be saturated with these activities. Activities remarkably for, you will be getting 3 options: general, ST general, SC ST general. Now we are incorporating all. One more tab, that is all. So appropriately you can select target populace here. Populace here, it is the 7 drop down will be provided, 7 options, all women, children, for whom this activity will be taken up. And then activity nature, fresh. Now we are adding as a fresh and oblique new, and then operational, maintenance, upgradation. These 4 options will be there. And after that is this activity. This is a critical field. Start from here only. All these field was also in the earlier portal. Now this is this activity directly funded by GP. Since it is funded by centrally sponsored scheme, here I am saying no, because it funds is not being provided by Gram Panchayat. It is not allocated by from the resources of Gram Panchayat.
We are not stopping the panchayat not to fund. If the some panchayat wants from their own resource to construct few houses, they can very well do. No, nobody stops them. If some panchayat wants to give extra provision for midday meal like eggs or milk, they can do. If some panchayats want to give extra provision for nutritious food for ICDS, they can do. So there is no restriction on panchayat not to spend on this. But so it is generally, it is centrally sponsored. So we are writing like that.
Many other states are providing housing under state specific schemes. So we have added, and if it is in Tamil Nadu itself, so it can be provided, and we can add. Component type, it is in a background mapping, so it will not be shown on the portal. We will map these kind of mapping will be done on background, so that a report can be generated. Funded from Ministry Department. So it is a centrally sponsored schemes, and if we are selecting centrally sponsored scheme PM Awas Yojana, then ministry name of the ministry will be auto populated. We need not to add anything. Now unit cost is also provided for the centrally sponsored scheme, because we know what is the unit cost, and if number of unit you are putting here, so we will be getting indicative cost of 6 lakhs. That I have taken 5 PM Awas Yojana in a particular village, so 6 lakhs.
If we have our, for example, 1.20 is unit cost.
Yes.
I don't know which state is 1.20 unit cost, but every state has 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. In Tamil Nadu, it is 2.76,
Yes.
77 lakhs. So where do I add that money here now?
Here you have to add under unit cost, ma'am.
Okay. So including our state share, I can add it as
Yes, ma'am.
2.77 there.
Yes, ma'am.
And number of units into 5, and I can. Oh,
You can change it, ma'am.
fine.
Yes, ma'am. This is only for explanation purpose only. Yes, ma'am. Indicative kind of. And now indicative cost is 6 lakhs. Now you can see earlier we are not getting such kind of data on the e-Gram Swaraj portal. You can see government of India or state government is spending 6 lakhs in a particular Gram Panchayat for the housing scheme. This is a kind of robust data can be created. What sir was saying about amount allocated by GP. Here it will be 0 because it is not coming from the Gram Panchayat kitty. So and last 3 columns are about tenure, that is estimated completion time, and select.
Can we add amount spent by the household? Because a lot of money is spent by the household also for the PMAY, because unit cost has increased. Cost has not been revised since 2016, sir.
Yes.
So there should be also think that
Yes, ma'am.
amount spent by the beneficiary
Beneficiaries. Yes. Yes.
for
Yes, ma'am.
housing.
Yes, ma'am. It's noted. Yogesh ji, can you hear me? We have to add it. We have to provide it. Yes, I am noting it down. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Let us put all the provisions and we'll give it to them.
Yes.
Optional.
SBM provides for household toilet construction. Portion comes from SBM.
Yeah.
Narega
Yes, okay.
labor component comes. State government component comes, and beneficiary or now also contribute something for the house.
Yes, ma'am. And the last column is about source of data from reference only. Actually, we have prepared this for the ease of understanding and at a block and district level. So from where these kind of data can be collected and line departments. Yes, sir.
So why we are giving you this master GPDP? The one purpose is that because this is the first year, so it will help the panchayats in preparing GPDP without much difficulty. But the main purpose is that so you start collecting the data because you now know everything. So for those fields, you now start getting data from those concerned officers and officers. So you should spend rather next 1 month time in getting those data. So that's why this master GPDP will help in getting the data. And once you get the data, you can fill up the GPDP in no time actually, because the drop down will not take more than 1 hour, but provided you have got all the data. So you spend enough time in understanding your priorities, you go through your Mission Antyodaya gaps, first go round, and then you start filling the data after collecting the data. So that's why we are giving you this year Master GPDP. So to make the life simple.
So for each of the 9 themes, we will have a block level nodal officer. For example, child friendly village na ICDS.
ICDS, yeah.
So that CDPO should say, okay, idella priority, which department will bring what, and then you will be able to map scheme, component, unit cost, beneficiary, or public. All departments for watching for child friendly villages, one nodal officer will be there. Healthy village, the block medical officer will be the thing. Where all departments will be there. If it is going to be some other department, clean and green villages, RD department is a nodal department means. So we need to identify that person who will be able to, from the district level, guide them on what are the state schemes, central schemes, beneficiary oriented, or public benefit, state share, central share, GP share. இதெல்லாமே வந்து template மாதிரி போட்டு இந்த components எல்லாம் நீங்க list பண்ணணும். First list the activities and list the schemes. It's a matrix which you have to develop.
Yes, that's okay. One more thing I'll add here. My colleague Mr. Manoj will be presenting on a live mission life that has been announced recently by Honorable Prime Minister. All these activities of mission life has also been incorporated in the respective theme. So that can be, if that activities are being taken up, then that can be selected from there. Yes.
India has announced, Niti Aayog is anchoring that. Suppose there are 75 activities, but relevant to us for panchayats, we have selected 25. We have also put in those some themes here and there. So if any panchayat achieves 10 of those activities, any 10, so that panchayat will be declared a mission life panchayat. So they will also get a certificate. So if you any 10 activities you achieve, so our goal in the first year to achieve at least 60,000, no? 60,000. In the first year, 60,000. So that's sort of the goal we have been given to us, the Mr. Panchayati Raj, that in first year we achieve at least 60,000 your villages as a mission life. So it is up to you how many so those are very simple, like you are using LED bulbs, like you are segregating your solid liquid waste disposal, or like you are something biogas, or all those, all those things are there, those 75.
Basically, no cost, low cost intervention at the panchayat level. Already what you are doing, if you are doing saturation 100%, it is there. So ஒரு பஞ்சாயத்துல எல்லா வீட்லயும் வந்து குப்பையை பிரிச்சு தர்றாங்க அப்படின்னா 1 mark, you tick 1 box, right? Second, எல்லார் வீட்லயும் வந்து டேப்ல குடி தண்ணீர் கிடைக்குது அப்படின்னா number 2, right? All ladies, the deliveries happen in the institutions, another box tick. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து they have identified some indicators. If any panchayat achieves 10 or 20 of that, then they will declare them as mission life villages.
We will be showing.
Manojji, can you hear me?
Yes, Tokiji, I can.
Yeah, you can start with it.
Yes, sir. Respected Additional Secretary, sir, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, all the senior officers and officials of the state government, all the participants. I will make a very quick and brief presentation on the national panchayat, the block level status, the upcoming district level competition status, and a very small brief presentation on mission life test. First, I'll start with the awards. I'll share the screen and start with it. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, Manoj.
Thank you so much.
Go on a full screen.
Yes. Okay. As we are aware that the block level recommendation process is over for the National Panchayat Awards 2023, and the next phase, district level competition, has already started. Brief overview of the process for block level competition. We have received recommendations from 6,393 block panchayats, which is close to 96% of all the block panchayats across the country, which is very good progress. And in these, around 62,816 gram panchayats have been recommended for district level competition, and these will be called as block level awardees. Overall, if we talk about the particular state of Tamil Nadu, all the block panchayats, 388 block panchayats in the state have made recommendations. In that, 3,218 gram panchayats have been recommended, which is a very good progress. And
Excellent
Tamil
that,
Nadu falls in.
Manoj,
Yes, sir.
it is excellent that Tamil Nadu, I think already 100% has been completed.
Yes.
So I think so Tamil Nadu is done with the block level. So one more thing before Manoj goes to the district level, we'll be sharing with the design of the certificate of the which at the for the awardees at block level, district level, and national level. You can make some customization. You can put your state symbol. You can put in the border. You can put some painting or local state paintings and all. And we request that the state government should make a calendar for the program for block level award ceremony sometime in February, March. Then district level award ceremony, and the dignitaries should be invited to those functions for distribution of those awards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this was the status. And now, since we are in the district level competition phase, we anticipate that when this competition, district level competition will be over, we will be getting around 18,000 gram panchayats as the district level awardees across the country. The timeline for this district level selection process we have kept is 31st of January. And why? Because the most exhaustive process was the block level selection process, in which many blocks, around 6,000, more than 6,000 blocks had to make recommendation. At the district level, all the filtering, all the field have been completed and the gram panchayats have been recommended. So we expect that less time will be consumed at the district level. So we hope that state by the end of January will make district level recommendations. The process for this is absolutely same to the block level also. I will just give a brief view. For this district level, theme-wise committee or single committee are to be constituted. We know that for Tamil Nadu, theme-wise committees have been constituted. The composition we have given in the guidelines, district collector or CEO Zilla Parishad will be the chairperson. All the compositions and detailed composition, theme-wise composition is also given in the guidelines. After this, the next step will be the scrutiny. The top 3 gram panchayats recommended from each block under each theme will be scrutinized at district level. And this will be followed by a field verification. We know that field verification has already been conducted in block level. So this will be a less exhaustive process for district level. This field verification report of top 3 gram panchayats in each theme will be uploaded in this particular format. This format available on the portal, and this has to be signed, countersigned by the team and the Sarpanch or Panchayat Secretary. Panchayat Secretary only in that case if Sarpanch is not available or not existing. The next step will be the finalization. Once field verification has been conducted and a format uploaded, the top 3 ranking gram panchayats under each theme will be recommended for state level competition. And the ones which are selected will be called as district level awardees. This is the recommendation format in which the district have to recommend the gram panchayats to the state level. This is available on the portal and in the guidelines as well. Once the district level process is over and block level process is also already over. So as Additional Secretary Sir has already said that Ministry will be sharing the sample certificates and designs, on the basis of which the state can customize that certificate design and accordingly felicitate their block and district level awardees in presence of dignitaries during January to March. And Ministry itself will be organizing the awardee function in April during National Panchayati Raj Day, 17th to 24th April 2023. Just a very brief view of the key points which are to be remembered. Most of this have been discussed earlier in the slides, but please make sure that the district committee make sure that minimum qualifying marks is 50% for every gram panchayat to be nominated. And if district committees are changing the marks of the gram panchayats after field verification, this is to be done only in exceptional cases. And if they are doing it, it should be supported with sufficient evidence and justification. All the district level committees to do that. This is the advisory which we had sent for this purpose, that the change of the marks should be supported with the proper justification. We have given the provision of at least 100 words, maximum 100 words on the portal. So it should be justified adequately. Else, original marks of the GPs will be considered. The same progress review calendar we have devised. The same will be followed for district level competition also. This was followed for participation, for block level selection. Also. We have allotted states each day during the week. Tamil Nadu, we have allotted Friday, but irrespective of this calendar, any state can join any day from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on which we will be available, NIC team will be available to sort out.
Slot is also, you can be used for your GPDP clarification.
Yes, sir. Together, because we will be here, the team will be, GPDP awards team will be together joined on this port, on this link. So all the issues can be clarified at the same time. When we recommendation status, it has just started. So only 1200 to 211 gram panchayats have been assessed in 12 district panchayats, and Tamil Nadu is yet to initiate the process for its district panchayat. So we expect it will happen soon, and by 31st, the process will be completed by the state government. This is the helpline number. Every state, every district is aware about this. They are in touch with us when we sort out the issues immediately. Thank you so much, sir. And sir, if you allow me, I'll go through a quick presentation on Mission Life as well. This is a second PPT that I'm presenting. Very briefly, I will go on this. Mission Lifestyle for Environment. What is this mission? This mission was launched by Honorable Prime Minister on 20th October 2022 in Gujarat. This is being implemented by Environment Ministry at the center level. The main purpose of this mission is to change the individual behavior towards preserving the environment. Since it is a mission, so the period has been defined from 2022 to 2027. And we hope that by 2028, 80% of the villages and urban local bodies will become environment friendly. Under this mission, 75 individual life actions have been identified across 7 categories. And these individual life actions are almost the same, similar to the award themes, indicators, the GPDP activities, and we have already done mapping of it also. So it should not be difficult for gram panchayats and states to understand this concept. These are the 7 categories under which the life actions have been segregated. Energy saved, water saved, single-use plastic reduced, sustainable food systems adopted, waste reduced, healthy lifestyles adopted, and e-waste reduced.
So over, Manoj, 1 second. I'll just explain. This is individual actions. For example, if I all அந்த கிராமத்தை 300 வீடு இருக்கு 400 இருக்குன்னா எல்லாருமே வந்து வேஸ்ட் செக்ரிகேட் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா அதுக்கான மார்க் கிடைக்கும். சிங்கிள் யூஸ் பிளாஸ்டிக், யாருமே அந்த ஊர்ல வந்து பிளாஸ்டிக் யூஸ் பண்ணல, அதுக்கு பதிலாக வந்து துணி பையோ ஜூட் பேக்கோ யூஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னா அந்த மாதிரி வரும். அதே மாதிரி எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் யூசிங் எல்இடி லைட் அண்ட் நாட் யூசிங் த அதர் லைட்ஸ் விச் ஆர் மோர் எனர்ஜி கன்சியூமிங், அதுக்கு ஒரு மார்க் வரும். ஸோ த ஈச் எனர்ஜி சேவ்ட பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 19 ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இன்ஸ்டாலிங் சோலரு, பயோகேஸ், அது மாதிரி. ஸோ அந்த 19 ஆக்ஷனும் எல்லாரும் பண்ணாங்கன்னு சொன்னா அந்த பஞ்சாயத்துக்கு அதுக்கான மார்க் கிடைக்கும். வாட்டர் சேவ்டுக்கு 16 இருக்கு. அதுல 2 பேர் இருக்கு. ட்ரிங்கிங் வாட்டர் இருக்கும், யூ வில் ஹேவ் ரூஃப் டாப் ரெயின் வாட்டர் ஹார்வெஸ்டிங் இருக்கும், வாட்டர் கன்சர்வேஷன் இருக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தால் 16 இண்டிகேட்டர் இருக்கு. ஸோ ஒவ்வொன்றையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 7 themes are there, 75 indicators are there, where every individual in that panchayat has to adopt that practice and do or not to do. செய்ய எது வந்து செய்யக்கூடாது, எது நம்ம அடாப்ட் பண்ணுவோம் அதை அடாப்ட் பண்ணும். அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா மட்டும் உங்களுக்கு அந்த இண்டிகேட்டருக்கு மார்க் கிடைக்கும். ப்ளீஸ் மனோஜ், go ahead.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. And as ma'am already said, these are the
Any 10 if you achieve, you will be declared as a mission like panchayat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So these are the individual household related actions, as already told by ma'am. And what is the target that we have to achieve during the first year, which is about to end in March? 77,000 gram panchayats are to be declared as villages are to be declared as mission life villages. And as the progression, we expect that by the end of year 2028, 5.15 lakh life villages are declared as life villages. This is the target given by Mission Life. Now, how do we designate life village as a life village? If the Gram Panchayat has passed a resolution to make village as a life village, if at least 75% households in the village practice at least 10 life actions out of those 75 life actions, all the public institutions in the village, they should practice and promote at least 10 life actions. And last, all the public places in villages are free of any littered waste. So once these things happens in a village or gram panchayat for this ministry as per se, then it will be declared as life village or life G. Ministry in the first phase has analyzed all the 75 actions by Niti Aayog and shortlisted 35 individual life actions, which we expect that they can be achieved by the gram panchayat. And since these are the activities mapped to awards themes, mapped to GPDP activities, so it should not be a new thing for gram panchayats to see. They can easily report these activities, what has been implemented, and can be declared as life. So these are the 35 actions across all the. As I already mentioned that these actions have been mapped to award themes, parameters, and also GPDP parameters.
Manoj, can you go back?
Sure, ma'am.
For all the other officers at the district level and block level, ஏற்கனவே வந்து உத்தமர் காந்தி விருதுக்குள்ள இந்த இண்டிகேட்டர்ஸ் தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கு. So any panchayat president who is participating in Uttamar Gandhi, we have a state level award announced Mahatma Gandhi ji. Every in the name of Mahatma Gandhi, every district we have asked them to identify panchayats based on indicators, which includes many of this, which is there. When we designed this a bit earlier, and all the panchayat presidents who compete for that Uttamar Gandhi award will automatically become eligible for mission shell.
Just 10.
No, I think they'll become automatically. So we have a head start because we also had something like this planned last year, and we have announced the awards. So this year, whichever panchayat president is competing for the award will automatically get.
So many of them, they must have already been done.
So it's easier. It's just to see where we can tick the boxes, and out of 35, if you do 10, we can claim the awards from the MPOP website.
You can close, and now we can open floor for feedbacks and any doubts, suggestions from anyone from sitting here or from VC. So let's open the floor.
We also have participating who are the ones who train our block level and sub-district level officers and panchayat presidents and panchayat functionaries.
So anybody can.
Ma'am, is there any provision for feeding department level officer at the village level for their own program in the GPDP portal?
See, all 29 subjects, all ministries, all flagship programs, all activities already been there. So you see the master GPDP of a theme. If you still feel that some of activity or programs are left out, you inform, it will be added. But first see all the master GPDP. You go to the portal, you can see everything, or readily the master GPDP list on themes are there. You go through that. If you analyze that and if you feel that still some activities are left out, it will be added.
Sir, his question about
agriculture officer, direct agriculture, any.
State schemes you have to send, and then we'll be adding those activities and schemes.
they want to know whether data entry can be done by their department officials to the GPDP portal.
Yes.
Or is there a designated person at the panchayat level for doing data
See,
entry
the
for all officials?
data entry can be made only if the data is available at the panchayat level. If you have data only at a state level, because it's a GPDP, it's a panchayat plan, you cannot add any data. If you have data for panchayat, you can put that data there.
They can also.
Why not? They have to give to the panchayat, and the panchayat level it will be added. It will be done at the panchayat level. Yes. Like sitting at there, you cannot add here. The GPDP has to be made at the panchayat level. You have to provide data to your block level official, the whoever officer there. They have to make entry at the panchayat level.
So they want to know, is there a person designated at the panchayat for doing all the data entry for all the other departments? That is what I'm saying. I got the question was for me, not for you. I got the point when he asked. Currently, the GPDP data entry is happening at the block level. Over block line, data entry operators who are the ones who do the data entry, right? And now from RGSA, we are also getting two officials, 2 persons at the block level for monitoring and for. So panchayat with more and more data entry happening and more portal based happening, we need to strengthen our panchayat level officials to have a separate data entry operator who will be able to cater to all the things. So we will see how we can do, at least with the bigger panchayats, wherever OSR money is available, we'll try to see that can we put a data entry operator at the panchayat level to start capturing that information.
See, but my request, just my request to all the officers, because it's a very good thing, all officers here, you should be able to provide as much data to your district level officers and the block level, because those people will make those data available to the panchayats. So that you should try, you should, as much data you should try to dissect and make it as much granular. If you have only state level data, it won't be much use, but if you try to make it district level, then make it block level, then make GP level. If you can do that, it will be very useful for the panchayat planning.
They already are collecting vertically from bottom up. They want to say, yes, yes. Local self-government directory is very, very important. So when you collect information, when you start collecting information from the panchayat or Anganwadi, ask them to say, LG code போட்டு அனுப்பு. அவ்வளவுதான். Automatically, then it starts speaking to each other.
But in the next 3-4 months, we are not able to do that. You physically provide that data to the panchayat level people, block level people, they will make at the local level physically. From next year, later we will try to make it as much possible.
Till we are able to find somebody at the panchayat level for data entry, please ask your people to provide the information to the panchayat. The same fellow who is doing a data entry for RD schemes and other schemes, we will ask them to do the data entry for the other department schemes also.
Yes. Some
No,
suggestion?
any question?
You have made some suggestions. Okay.
Good afternoon, madam. Jayabalan from NIC. Can I have some suggestion?
Yes.
Yes, Jayabalan.
Yeah. Sir, I would like to request a few things, sir, as far as software is concerned. You have provided an activity. Okay, so I request to give sub-activity. For example, construction of Anganwadi buildings, sir. That is one activity we can make it. But under the activity, state government may want to, for example, under activity, there could be 3 more activities. Like, for example, construction of new Anganwadi building, reconstruction of Anganwadi building after demolishing the old building, then repairing of Anganwadi building. These 3 kinds of activity, sub-activity can be there under activities, sir. Similarly, there are many things. Even, for example, construction of toilet. For women, we can monitor separately. School building for girls separately we can monitor. Boys toilet separately we can monitor. Something like that. So you can open that for states, sub-activity, which we will enter here from the state. This one thing, sir. Yeah. Second thing is that see, language is since we are going to the village level, we need to have a local language forms. Even all the master, everything should be local language.
That is agreed to. That is agreed to.
Okay. Then third one is, sir, actually we are also having similar application here, sir, in Tamil Nadu. So it is better to have API link between your software and our software, sir, so that data can be shared from our application to the multiple data entry can be avoided, sir. So 3 things I want to request. Thank you, sir.
Counterpart there in Delhi.
Yeah, e-Gram Swaraj and the state portal should be able to speak to each other. API sharing should be possible so that we don't make our fellows do the data entry again and again and waste time on that.
Right. That should be done. So state NIC should talk to that NIC team in Delhi, and they should work out the API based data output piloting.
Sir, there is a number of APIs already available for capturing the data from the e-Gram Swaraj portal.
Good.
Jayabalan, please.
Okay, we will have a separate discussion.
Yeah.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yogesh and Jayabalan can discuss together. Whatever is available on e-Gram Swaraj, please get the API and link it to our existing portal, and vice versa. Whatever we have, we can transfer to e-Gram Swaraj.
So you have a separate session with Yogesh and our Adesh and all teams. And actually,
Yes,
that
sir.
should be the practice. We should move. In this first year, if you are not able to do that, it's fine. But in next 1 year, we should be doing all those state level and all those data as much. Only that it has to be LGD. If it's not LGD, then it won't come. So if your data is any LGD data, that can be immediately done. No issue.
We have linked all our masters with the LGD codes.
Thank you, Jeevan. Any other officers from the field, any queries you have or any suggestions, feedback, doubts? This at the district level also, with the district level officers, we'll have a similar kind of exercise to orient them and
all the block level people.
so district level, we'll have a thing for the block level officers. We'll come to district level and have an orientation for them.
Madam, I have one. The joint meeting, we will also send our people.
Sure.
You have to.
It will be like what we have. The similar exercise will be repeated at the district level with block level teams attending that kind of orientation.
And let us try to do rather than see this is not a substitute for the VC is fine, but unless until you go to the district level and have a face-to-face meeting, because people doubt will be clarified there. That's why we have come here. We could have sitting in Delhi, we could have organized VC and done that.
District heads also attending the VC meeting.
Yeah.
Madam, do you have any master database for the particular village panchayat? The total number of population, SC, ST, like the differently abled persons, widows, deserted women, differently abled. That the master database, if it is available at the grassroots level, that will be very much helpful, because presently we are doing the top-down approach. We got the list of differently abled persons from the differently abled commissioner. Then we segregated it block-wise, then village panchayat-wise. Then we fixed a target for each and every packs for reaching the differently abled to give the loan, because they are getting 0% interest-free loan. 0%.
That's what I'm saying. Nama இந்த கை என்ன பண்ணுது, இந்த கை தெரியாது, இந்த கால் என்ன பண்ணுது, அந்த கால் தெரியாது தான் government. But fortunately, unfortunately, we have this information.
You have.
Differently able people, the census we have done. So you need to understand, panchayats have the last reach in terms of department. Adhe mari SSG is the last reach in terms of the reaching the community. So through our SSG women, we were the ones who collected data, and we have I think 3,49,000 people in the by name. எந்த பஞ்சாயத்துல எந்த ஆளு எந்த differently abled இருக்காங்க 21 categories different able map பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம் நம்ம. So that information is available with us. We can straight away give it to you. You can use it in any form you want. It's available in soft version. We can give it to you with the code. So அதனால உங்க கோட வச்சு PSCP வச்சு நீங்க மேட்ச் பண்ணி நீங்க எடுத்துட்டு போயிடலாம்.
But you wait for some time. Mr. Toda new survey will give you the latest survey on all these parameters.
This is only for differently able, sir, which will not change much from if they do not have a visually. Yes. So that is available for any department. You want the last mile information. Two things are there. What basic amenities panchayat will be able to provide. Road irka, building irka, thanni irka kuduruvaanga. But which is called village poverty reduction plan, VPRP in சொல்லுவோம். That is basically for individual beneficiaries. அதுல widow யாரு, distribute யாரு, differently abled யாரு, senior citizen யாரு, எல்லாம் டேட்டா எடுத்து வச்சிருக்கு. அவங்களுக்கு என்ன தேவைன்றதை மேப் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்க. That is done through the Women Development Corporation through their livelihood mission program. That's called village poverty reduction plan.
VPRP.
So அந்த பிளான்ல you have the individual beneficiaries உடைய அவங்களுடைய caste, maybe their age factor, their gender, and everything is available. And what there's a requirement. யாருக்கு loan வேணும், யாருக்கு tricycle வேணும், everything has been mapped and kept. So that is also available. That's why I'm saying is that அது தனியா ஒரு parallel ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு, இது தனியா ஒரு parallel ஓடி இருக்கு, யாரையாவது தனியா ஓடிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. நம்ம எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து வந்து ஒரே இடத்துல information இருந்ததுன்னா we don't have to search for information when we want. The data should be able to speak to each other. For that, it should be LSGD compliant. Then only we'll know எந்த பஞ்சாயத்துல யார் differently abled, எந்த பஞ்சாயத்துல யார் widow, எந்த பஞ்சாயத்துல யார் stunting child என்று கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும். Otherwise we'll say in the blockல there are 200 children. We don't know where the children are. Right? So when we are having a common denominator ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். The common denominator is your LSGD code. So for your question, the data is available. Send somebody and collect it from the Women Development Corporation. It'll soft copies it'll கொடுத்துருவாங்க. So data is the next gold mine. ஏன் சொல்றாங்க சொன்னா டேட்டா இல்லாம பிளானிங்கே பண்ண முடியாது. நம்ம வந்து பிளானிங் எங்கேயோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், டேட்டா இருக்கோ கால்குலேட் டேட்டா அது இட்ஸ் an exercise. It's an activity தனியா நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, பிளானிங் தனியா நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ரெண்டும் they don't speak to each other. Our plans do not, and funding is comes from finance. So there is no actual linkage between requirement, fund availability and the priority. மூணு தனித்தனியா போயிட்டு இருக்கு அது பாட்டுக்கு.
Ma'am, good afternoon. From AD Welfare Department, ma'am, for whatever activity which is budgeted or government of India fund is available, I know the village against which I'm going to execute the work. So, but in terms of the other villages which have selected the particular thematic thing, how do I update? That is one question, ma'am. The other point is in terms of the untied fund. I mean, at an operational level, how do I influence the departmental priority with the village priority? That would be something interesting if ma'am can add on that.
So that is where initially I said the tied component is clearly said water and sanitation and etc. If you say that in this Aditya welfare habitation there is no water supply, and that gets into the, I will ensure that it's put in the Gram Sabha, it is ensured in the plan. Then when they're giving, said we want to give water supply and things, priority, finish that.
Can we integrate the SCP data along with this at a village level? Would you be able to do that, ma'am?
Can try to pilot it in a few places and see how it's working, and then we can see habitation wise in the habitation la yaru ethana per irukanga nama figure irukku, right? So if you say it's in like a PMA GY program where you have mapped and things
clarity
like that.
Mother clarity. Apart from that, on the SCP, I mean PMA GY and the habitation, we select the villages, we select the activity. On the rest of the other things, if SCP data can also be brought and disaggregated to a village level, that will also help, ma'am.
Kumar will tell for our AGMT villages for 2 years for 5,204 odd panchayats, we have all data available and all gap available, which is available there with us. So in the habitation la enna thevaiன்ற வரைக்கும் map பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம். Because we have a state scheme, sir, which is a model village scheme where we have mapped everybody. The mapped SC, ST population has been mapped, the requirement has been mapped, Tanni irka, road irka, CC irka, everything mapped. Gap has been mapped. So when you want to plan your activities, use this gap and see from among your SC, ST habitations, which is the worst affected, and then you can prioritize and spend the money.
So Tamil Nadu, any district is PESA area?
No, sir. We don't have PESA. So please understand, we are here to help you. Our department can provide you the granularity of the panchayat level and sub-panchayat level and habitation level. And family level data, my women development corporation will give you. Where the child is undernourished, where the mother is a dispute, where you need a OAP, we have a database available with us. So please utilize us. That's why the request is that for you to do better, right? Panchayat is a platform where convergence should happen, and we need to work towards it.
Absolutely.
இப்போ நாங்கள் லேபர் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல வந்து சைல்ட் லேபர் இராடிகேஷன் ப்ரோக்ராம்லாம் இருக்கு மேம், அவேர்னஸ்லாம் இருக்கு. சப்போஸ் ஒரு வில்லேஜ் பஞ்சாயத்துல இப்போ பக்கத்துல ஏதாவது ஃபேக்டரிலையோ இல்லை வேற எங்கேயாவது வந்து அங்கே வந்து சைல்ட் லேபர் வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்கு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருந்ததுன்னா, இந்த சைல்ட் லேபர் அவேர்னஸ்க்காக ஒதுக்கக்கூடிய ஃபண்டை வந்து டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வந்து ஏதாவது பர்டிகுலர் வில்லேஜ் பஞ்சாயத்துக்கு இதை வந்து யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாமா? அது மாதிரியான டேட்டா வந்து எந்த வில்லேஜ் பஞ்சாயத்துல இந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு சைல்ட் லேபர் வந்து அதிகமா இருக்காங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சதுன்னு சொன்னா அதையும் நம்ம வந்து ஒரு SDG கோல்ல வந்து நம்ம ரிலேட் பண்ணலாம் மேம். ஏன்னா வில்லேஜ் சைல்டு ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி வில்லேஜ் அப்படின்றதுல வந்து நம்ம ரிலேட் பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ அது மாதிரியானதை வந்து சேர்க்கலாமா மேம்?
இன்ஃபேக்ட் நான் அந்த பக்கம் இருந்திருக்கேன் as Commissioner of Labor. The survey itself was done only by SHG. I said the UNICEF wanted to come with a third party survey using some other evaluators. I said no. Community is the best judge to understand whether the child is a child labor or not. The survey was done in your 10 NCLP districts at that point of time using the SHG women. 2014-15. I was they are not done. So we asked the SHG women only to go and find out whether they are child labor or not. In 10 districts we have done that survey. So once they surveyed, they knew, oh, நம்ம ஊர்ல child labor இருக்கு. ஏன் child labor போறாங்க? Maybe அந்த வீட்ல வந்து அவங்க that lady is a widow, she does not have any income, so the boy or the girl is going for thing. So income என்ன பண்ணலாம்? Women Development Corporation வந்து லோனை கொடு, SHG ல சேரு. அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஆடை கொடு, மாடை கொடு. So automatically they were able to. So all problems, solution is available in the community, and schemes have to converge at the community level. That's why I'm saying is that whether it's an awareness program or individual beneficiary program or a asset program, they all need to converge to the most deserving person on the ground. And that can be identified only by a person on the ground. Numbers. This district 200, this district 100. There is no face, there is no name, there is nothing we know from here. Child labor in Tamil Nadu, 20,000 numbers. That's what state level. Break down to district level. Virudhunagar, this number. Dharmaburi, this number. You break down at block level, 20 here, 20 there. And the 20 younger, 20 maybe, all 20 maybe in one panchayat.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need not give money to all the panchayats for the money. The 20 will be in one particular panchayat. So on the granularity venum solran. That information can be provided. In fact, in our Uttamar Gandhi Virda Award la and sollikom child labor free villages irundha indicate panna sollirukom. So that we are trying to avoid our panchayat presidents not for the CC payment they do or not for the roads they do. For all the indicators which all departments have achieved, that alone we are saying. No chemical fertilizer in the village. That's what you want to do. I said, panchayat chemical fertilizer podliya, 10 mark vaangikko, award vaangitu po. No stunting child, 10 mark vaangikko. No child marriage, 10 mark vaangikko. That's how the award criteria comes, is that panchayat president are given award not for doing RD schemes, but for achieving all the social other indicators and development indicators only we are giving the award. So we will get this once VPRP is prepared by the Women Development Corporation. Surely we'll get a child labor data also for them.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions?
From VC, anybody want to ask?
Anybody joining online? Any other questions? Any
On
questions?
VC, ask anybody.
Any questions?
Any person, additional collector, project directors, AD panchayats, district level officers of other departments, வேற ஏதாவது சந்தேகம் இருந்தா கேட்கலாம், சஜஷன் இருந்தா சொல்லலாம், ஃபீட்பேக் சொல்லலாம்.
Yes. So first of all, this for the state level orientation program on preparation of thematic village panchayat development plan. So it's been a very fruitful exercise in the last 2.5 hours to understand and assimilate different convergence initiatives. Tamil Nadu has been trying to have a convergence model, especially after the COVID-induced problem for the last 2 years. If you look at health and education, we had trying to bridge the gap because of the learning outcomes and health access to healthcare. So different schemes like Illam Thedi Kalvi, Makkala Thedi Maruthum, Breakfast Scheme, Nan Mudalvan, Pudumai Pen, Ennum Ezhuthum, identifying the SAM children and trying to treat themselves, and Green Tamil Nadu Mission. All these schemes have a direct correlation to all the indicators. For example, the indicators which we are trying to measure: children and women-friendly villages, healthy village, good governance village, socially just and inclusive villages, and water safe drinking water availability, clean and green villages. So all of these schemes, for example, are in the AGMT and Kavya DP convergence. There are more than 15 to 16 indicators which we converge, and all these things are directly correlated to the social all the major indicators, all the 9 thematic areas. So as the data has to be entered now in the portal, and I think that today's orientation and meeting would really has put across this point. So I would like to thank Additional Secretary MOPR, who has taken pains to come all the way down here to meet directly and inform us regarding this, and Asas and his team, who has clearly told us what is the way forward and how do we measure and how do we monitor. And I would like to thank, sir, we have more than 31 departments. I would like to read all the departments: elementary education, POD, pollution control board, EDI, handlooms, labor department, BC, MBCW, and minority welfare department, KVIB, Director of Public Health, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, Industries Department, School Education Department, Fisheries Department, Environment and Forest, THADCO, Agriculture Department, Art and Culture, AD Welfare Department, Sports and Youth Welfare, sir, Biodiversity Board, sir, Horticulture, Register of Cooperative Societies, Social Welfare Department, Hindu Religious and Charity, HRNC, Environmental Climate Change, ICDS, and all the district level officers who have joined online. I thank all of you, and I missed out some Dairy Development, Tamil Nadu Women's Development Corporation, Director of Medical and Rural Health Services. So we have more than 30 departments who are directly linked with this SSG coordination, different achieving of the different SSG goals, SDG goals. So we thank all from our side. We thank all of you who have participated online and directly, and people who are here. This we have arranged a lunch for all the departments in the mezzanine floor. I would request all of you to please join us for lunch, and we will discuss after that. Thank you.
Over lunch also, any issues you would want to raise with our Additional Secretary, please join. Okay.
And all the things are available on our portal. So if you want to see any master GPDP or any resource material, anything, so those portal is there. You can take from him or madam. You can get every information there. Thank you very much.
So thank you and a very happy new year. This is a good start, and ensure that The convergence is the theme for the current year. Thank you.
So happy new year from my side also to every. Thank you.